Welcome. Chat rules. No doxing. No homophobic bullcrap. No racial bullcrap. If you don't like someone in chat, click on their name and select block. And then select block again. Done. If you ever feel like it's all too much, log off and contact the number below for help. To be eligible for gifted memberships, click the $sign and select membership. Then hit gift settings and slide to on to allow gifts. Turn off gift settings the same way. My email, ConnieKR68@gmail.com. Tips are appreciated, never expected. Cash App, $, capital CONNIEKR. PayPal me at ConnieKR68. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism and commenting.
Get ready, because Constant Sue has something to say, like it or not. Welcome, welcome. Right about noon, well, a little after for some people. How is everyone today? Grinchy was here first. Nessa's going to catch us on the replay. Dodie's here. Granny will be listening. Hey, traders. Jaded. Zeb. Sarah. Oh, I wonder why he wasn't here. I didn't drop the link. Just a minute. So the link for Sarah. I was all prepared and forgot something. Hey, Sandy. D-Boss. Lilu. I can't say that. Everybody's here. Up here I set a goal today for 5 super chats, just because I like to see the confetti fall. And what else? Oh, the pin message has my Cash App and Sarah's Cash App. Hi, Nancy. If you care to help us out that way. If my mods want to do drop my damn it, here I am, a big old influencer, and I don't know what my links are called. My Straight Talk link. If you sign up, I use Straight Talk on my phone, and I get I used to get the $45 plan because it comes with 10 gigabytes of hotspot, so I can use my laptop with hotspot. But I've been using more than that. Hey, Sarah.
Oh, hey. Oh, I forgot to change my avatar.
You can still be Mama Tree.
I'll just be Mama Tree 43.
Thank you, Zep, for one to my goal.
Hi, Zep.
My Straight Talk, if you sign up under my link, if you stay for 60 days, you get a $50 credit, and I get a $50 credit. If you use my, and somebody used it once already, so thank you. My link to my, I was real surprised. If you use my link to the Capital One, I didn't have bad credit. I just had no credit. And start me out, they gave me a $300 limit. And most wanted you to put up a prepaid limit. You know, if you put up $300, then you get 300 credit. Capital One didn't do that. They started me out right at $300. And then I just used it like a little bit each month, 30%, and paid it off when it was due without interest. And my credit went from no credit up to, I think, 677 within like 2 months. It wasn't very long. And it's been growing since then.
So what does the link do for somebody like, let's say me, if I already have that card? What
I
would
don't
it do for
know.
others, or is it for new people? Is it for new members?
It says it's for new members, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Um,
Just curious.
and
I
I
already
don't
have
know.
Capital
It
One.
doesn't say what credit you get, but yeah, I like Capital One. I've been very happy with Capital One. I disputed a transaction one time because I don't know where it was. It says RX Med something. They said it was
Hmm.
paid through my PayPal, and there was nothing through my PayPal, so they took that off there. And then one time, the deadline to pay my card was like 9
Thank you.
p.m. and I didn't know it. I thought it was like it was due on the 18th. You could do it all day the 18th, and I paid it like 10 p.m. and they took my late fee off when I called them. So I've been very happy with them. Hey, Peach.
I think I fixed it.
Yeah, you sound fine
Yeah, I got all the fart warnings. Thank you.
now. I love the fart warnings. Sandy,
Wish I could
hey,
hear what
everyone
it
said
sounds like.
hi. I can hear you fine from mine.
I have to use my earbuds because my mic's broken for
Oh,
now, and I'll get a new one eventually.
yeah,
It's
it
just not
sounds
a
fine to me
priority.
now. What else was I going to talk about before we started? My Cash App, because I'm a public figure now.
You are a public figure. You have all
I'm a
kind of
public
links and
figure.
shit.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. The dog barking.
Edith
Tiny
is a
is
public figure.
it's tiny this time. The big
Chiquita
one,
is a public figure.
she's being crate trained and she doesn't like it. All the other dogs are crate trained for when we leave, and we used to leave Tiny out because we didn't have a crate for her. But she tears up shit when we're gone, so we got a crate for her. And today she's in her crate for the first time, and she's hating life.
Yeah, they're not. They don't adjust well if they've never been in it and then go to it. I would imagine. Yeah, I like the dogs barking in the background every now and then. I like when you're, punishing them or something. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. And I react with you because I like your reactions. So if anybody don't
I
like
like
it, then
yours.
that's why we do it. Yeah, I don't do
Yeah.
this to hear the call or the YouTube we're watching. I do it for laughing.
Hmm.
I do it for the
Same
laughs we
here.
do because it's hilarious. And this one
Yep.
today will be all candid because Sarah's
Completely.
not watched it and I've not watched it.
Nope. Not at all. I saved it.
Mm.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
person.
Sandy, that's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to do it while I'm here instead of when I'm away because I don't want her to have an absolute fit when I'm away.
I can't
But
do
see,
crates.
she'll quit down. She'll be quiet here for a minute, and in a minute, and she's laying down now. In a minute, she'll get sick of it. Bandit gave us permission. This is his
Nice.
Rumble
Thank you.
link.
Thank you, Bandit. I didn't even know you asked him.
Yeah, I asked him. I sent you the screenshot where he said, "Yeah, go ahead."
Oh, cool.
I would normally send you to his link for his video. Oh, I guess I could do the channel link, but he did this on Rumble, so there's his Rumble link. If you're not signed up for Rumble, it doesn't take very long to sign up, and you could get all these various videos that people are putting on there. But
I have a question.
Sure.
Is there the background noise loud? Can you guys hear it? There's a neighbor leaf blowing. Every time I go on a live stream, they leaf blow. I didn't know if you
I
could
can't
hear it.
hear it.
Okay, good.
I can't hear it. Can you hear Edith chewing on her bone?
I do actually, but that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm a dog person. I like the little dog sounds.
She's sitting right over there just chewing away, and it's got all the good stuff on it, but she's a fat girl, so she'll just keep chewing on it until she chews it
Hey,
again.
hey, Angelo.
Everybody else puts their, as soon as all the good stuff's off the bone, they're through with it. Not eat it, she'll chew on it forever. And it might drive me crazy, but I would tell her to quit it here in a minute. She can go there's like 2 spare bedrooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, a dining room, a complete downstairs that nobody ever goes in. She can go down there and do all of her stuff down there, chew on that bone. I'm trying to get here to Bandit's channel link because it's not on his YouTube channel, but here's his need to put that in my okay.
When I first got a puppy, instead of getting a crate, because you have to, instead of getting pee all over your house, when I first did it, what I did, my method, and I got this thing. It's like I got on Amazon. It's kind of shaped like an octagon, and you can make any shape you want. Like you can take some of the panels off and make it a square, but it's a big open octagon playpen type thing. It's like
Uh-huh.
a playpen, but it goes on the floor and it has 8 panels, right? And it has a little doggy door on it too, so you can either open the big door or open the doggy door. So I would do that at night, just when I had to at first, and then I put a bed in there and like toys, and it was like all open, so it didn't feel like a crate. I felt like that was less. I just couldn't do the crate thing. I
Yeah.
know it's like a typical thing that people do, but for me it felt better, and I sometimes just turned it into like a rectangle. I liked it. It was a good investment that I got. So I
Sarah,
recommend
keep
those.
talking because I'm caving in. I'm gonna go let her out of the crate.
Oh, okay. So I got
I'll be
that,
right
and
back.
I was happy with that. Okay, I was happy with that Amazon purchase, and I don't know. It felt like open because it didn't have a roof and stuff, and like I said, it looks like a gigantic playpen, bigger than a kid's playpen actually,
You want to go somewhere?
and
No.
I was happy with it. And then I was able to pass it on to somebody else that got a puppy after my dog was trained. So, okay. Well, that's good. Hey, person that texted me, what's up? Hello, Jaded. Hello, Dodie. Grinchy Grinch.
No, no, no.
Uh,
No.
that sucks, Piper. It's the worst. I
Edith,
just
go
went
somewhere.
away unexpectedly for I just had an overnight trip. It was kind of unexpected recently, so I've not been around much, and I have somebody come over and do overnight with my dog. I just can't even I can't leave them or do it. You know what I mean? Like it's no. So yeah, I had somebody come over to dog sit. I felt so bad just leaving him for one night, but he was happy when we got back. I had to go to Worcester. That's what we call it up in here, Worcester. Oh, you have one of those squids? Yeah. I like it because you can make any shape you want, like I said, and you can take panels off, and you can kind of make it fit whatever space because it moves around to whatever shape you want to make it. Oh, you wrote a new song? You're into the songwriting. I caught your last song. It sounded like kind of like you wrote a poem and turned it into a song. That's how I took it. And we got a $5 from Sandy and the Beach. Merry Christmas, Connie. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy and the Beach. Thank you for your $5. I'm sure Constance can hear me. We had Dodie with the $5 and we had Zep with the $10. And anyone,
Thank
yeah,
you, Cindy.
I will send you the link to what the pen that I'm talking about when I'm done off this. I'm sure I can find it.
Hi to everybody that came in while I was gone. She just looked at me like I was the biggest sucker in the world. She's like, ha ha, I won. Silly dog. But yeah. She's the big
Thank
one.
you,
And
D-Boss.
Rocky and her both think they're athletic superstars. And we have a 4-foot fence out back, a chain link fence. And
Mm-hmm.
Rocky and Tiny both can jump over the fence, but they'll only jump over it in one spot.
Oh, Lord.
So I put one of the big sunflowers that spin in the wind right there, and that scares them. Now they won't jump over it.
Kind of
But
deter them.
yeah, they don't realize that the whole fence is the same height right there where they jumped, and they don't jump out anywhere else. I don't know why.
I can't believe they can jump over it.
Yep. With just nothing. Rocky, Tiny kind of, she got it hung up one time, and so she kind of cured her of doing it because she's bigger. But Tiny, I swear, has springs in his feet, and he could just be standing there and all of a sudden over the fence.
Mine's a little too bulky to be jumping over fences.
Yeah, Edith doesn't even try it. You don't even try to dig under it. She's like, fuck it, I'll just stay here.
And D-Boss sent us a gift, and I was saying thank you. It's very much appreciated. I don't know if you noticed that. Very much
No,
appreciated.
my phone's in the other room, but thank you, D-Boss. Yeah. And everybody, I got Sandy's and Jaded's, yep. And hi, Viper coming in, and who else? Let me see who else. Okay, I think that's it. If I missed you saying hi, hello. But yeah, Bandits is on stream armoring Rumble today. I've never really watched a video on Rumble. I've signed up just to help people, with getting their people to, watch it. But I've never played it, so I don't know how. I think I'm just gonna. I don't have
I think it's
ad
pretty.
blocker.
I think it's pretty simple. It's kind of straightforward. I've done it just for a couple of people that have streamed others and then put it over there.
Uh-huh.
You know, in case they take their stream down. And I went on there once for one of his, but I don't know if he had it on YouTube. I feel like he had it on YouTube and maybe he took it off and just left it on Rumble.
It
I just
might
know I
be.
never watched it.
I looked for it again today to see if I could find it, and I couldn't find anything for December 7th. I thought maybe it's just under a
Yeah.
different title, but I couldn't find it. So
Yeah, it looks kind of similar. I see the play button down there. You got a fast forward. You got the screen thing you can make bigger. You do have a pinned comment up though.
Oh yeah, let me remove that. Let me put this on big. I don't need to see us there.
It's pretty similar.
Okay. There's his link. I don't, like I said, I don't have ad blocker on here like I do YouTube, so we might get ads.
I can't remember if they have ads or not.
It's only 20 minutes. And this is, it says Lightning Tiger Saga, speaking with a friend of Ernie Shell's. And he said his name was Captain Howard.
Before you start, I don't know about you, but I only listened to one sentence. I happened to put it on right at the moment where he says, I used to work with Ernie at Trump Towers, and I've told you this, I think, before, I immediately stopped it. I died a little bit, and then I said, I just got to save this. But I already had all these theories in my mind. I don't know about you, but I've already got theories about this. I'm wondering if your theories are like mine.
I just know he's full of shit. Bandit, can you tell me what the name of the video is?
Oh, hey, Bandit, thanks. Oh, thank you, person.
Sally, and welcome, Bandit.
I have theories about the Captain Howard and how he ended up on there.
My first clue was he's named Captain Howard. Who the hell goes around calling himself Captain Howard?
What is he captain of? Maybe we'll see Captain Howard.
Security. I was thinking of Captain Howdy, you know?
Oh.
Is it that?
I know that name.
The Devil's Rejects? Isn't that what it is?
I'm not sure.
Blame Peachy. Do you have a second comment or just part of her first comment?
Google.
She said use pie. Is it
what that
Google
is.
and you get paid every time you watch an ad? Or you can skip ads completely. It's awesome. Oh, Google use pie. Okay. Usually ads on Rumble are just a bit.
Hey, Mr. Nobody.
At the start of the video, and they're skippable after that. Oh, okay. Use. Oh, okay.
Don't forget to pack your craft stuff. Captain Kangaroo. Pack your crafty things, D-Boss. Don't get rid of it.
Yep, I know how that goes. I don't want to move. I told the people when we moved here, I'll sign a 100-year lease. I don't want to move. I want to move ever again. I hate it.
Me too. Thank goodness I've been in one spot. Moving's terrible.
Lightning Tiger Saga, the mission to combat human trafficking. Okay, you keep talking while I go try to find this video.
Okay, isn't that the video right there on the screen?
Yeah, but that's his Rumble, and I was going to get his link to his YouTube one so people could go over and subscribe. And
the mods might be able to grab that for you. If you want them to grab the link to YouTube, his channel.
I'm almost here. I got the link to his channel. I'm trying to find the link to the video.
Oh, okay.
But
I think he put the title down there for you. Hey, Chicken Nugget.
Lightning Tiger Saga.
It's a lot of work, D-Boss. Just make sure you label everything, because that's one of the worst parts when you get there and you don't know where everything is. Write all over your boxes to help you. What's up, Brand? Sally?
It was just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. I do not see it. Trending Tiger telephone.
He said it's called Lightning Tiger Saga, the mission to combat human trafficking. Does that stand out anywhere?
I don't see it.
Lightning Tiger
December
Saga.
7th. Oh, maybe it's back further.
Yeah, I think it has been a while because we've been meaning to watch it and we've just been not having time.
Bandit, was that the one for you and Ernie, or you and the captain? Because I'm doing the one with the captain. Hey, Ran. If one of my mods want to look for it, so I don't waste time, and I'll go ahead and start this one on Rumble.
That'd
and then I'll
probably
put
be
the link
easier.
in there. Yeah. I put his channel link in my description too. And Sarah, if you want to add Sarah, her channel link is in my description too.
Oh, thanks.
If anybody wanted to add Sarah. And like I said, her Cash App is with my Cash App in the description. I mean, in the pinned comment. And I think that's it. We'll get ready to go and watch this.
It's in his videos tab, not the live. Did you check that? Or did
It's
somebody? Oh, it
usually,
looks like Dodie got it. I think she got it.
oh, thank you, Dodie. She's right on. It's in your videos tab. That's why.
That's
Oh, I
where
see. Duh. No wonder I missed it. I was looking for a live, but it's a video.
he did a premiere, probably, I'm guessing.
Yeah, there's the link. If you'd all want to go over and just give him a view real quick before we get started. If you like it, you can like it now or like it later. And if you want to sub up to him, he's not doing Ernie content anymore. He's just doing his own true crime and tarot kind of
Hey,
stuff.
maybe he'll have a comment afterwards, too. Maybe he'll have something to say about it. Maybe he has thoughts about it, too. I'm curious. We'll see.
That's the one he did with Captain. Okay, got it. Okay, let's use the YouTube one just because I'm used to YouTube. Oh, video. Oh, right there it is. Okay. Got it. Ah! Stop. Oh, yes. Guys.
That's my favorite part. I'm sorry.
That's okay. They're here for just a minute. I'm going to mute for a minute.
I'm sorry, guys. I like when they bark.
Guys, go sit down.
Mine just does it when there's a UPS or something going by.
That's UPS's here.
He's like, back the fuck up.
Oh, thinking of UPS, Jackie, thank you for my wish list gift. I made Sarah's wish list is in her about section on her
that's
page.
all right. Man, thanks.
And
I got you something.
Yeah, and thank you for the hair dye, Sarah. But, I was going to repay you back for that.
No, that's all right.
I'm not going to put my wish list publicly because it tells my town, so I don't want to put it out there. But if anybody loves me and that I trust, message me and I'll just give it to you. Rand said, Bandit does great work covering cases and tarot. Yeah, I see Bandit over there. So, okay, guys, are you done now? Is everybody done now? They get mad because my picture window is like maybe 2 feet high up there, and Rocky and Tiny can just walk by and look out of it, but Edith can't, and they get so mad they have to look up there on their little feet.
They're
it's funny to see how poor their little faces peeking out the window. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to do this one. Let me share the screen different.
Peachy.
What did Peachy say? Oh, yes, Peachy wishes. Everybody should make one. It's Christmas time. Everybody should make one.
Yes.
That's why I made one, because everybody's bitching at Peachy for hers. I was like, let's everybody make one. Yeah. We'll all just grift for Christmas here. I got doggy diapers on mine because she's about to come into heat.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, I need to get her spayed. I really do, but not during Christmas time and not during January because everybody's birthday's in February. So it might be March.
I don't miss those days when I had a female.
And Rocky's, he's a boy. So Tiny's his aunt. So he just goes absolutely crazy. I'm like, no, you can't screw your aunt. We put one of them belly bands on him,
Oh, you got to do something about that. You don't want to have some.
No. Inbred puppies, no. But those belly bands that work, I guess they put them on so they don't pee. But I put them on him so he can't get his little wiener out.
Got to tuck that weenie in.
Yep. You need to tuck that weenie in. I should get him neutered too, but the other 2 dogs are spayed. I just got to get her spayed. I don't know how much. There might be a clinic coming up, but okay. Rabbit said, I can get all that stuff at the bin store. I love you and can be trusted. Oh, thank you, Rabbit. I wish we had a bin store. I don't know why we don't have a bin store.
I'm pissed. I want one of those.
Yeah, we don't even have a Goodwill. We have a Salvation Army, but not a Goodwill. And I see, you know, I get all everybody's garage sale leftovers. I haven't done that since we moved, but everybody's giving me their garage sale leftovers. And I thought I need a thrift store because I wouldn't pay anything for inventory. All my inventory. Okay, Rabbit. What did I don't even know what I put on my wish list. I think the biggest item on there that I want, it's on my wish list, is $60. It's a steamer. I want a steamer so bad. I mean, I've never cleaned house with a steamer, and it just looks like, mostly for the only reason I really want it is stuffed animals. I hate stuffed animals. Ooh, hate stuffed animals because you really can't wash them. If you do, they usually get, you know, distorted. But with the steamer,
dryer.
I can steam them. Yeah.
Do you want the handheld? Do you want the kind on the wand, the kind that you do clothing with and curtains, or do you want the kind that you clean the floor with too?
The handheld one, yeah, to do the curtains and everything.
Okay.
I just ordered curtains from Amazon. They come with a crease. And I thought that too. I was like, I need a steamer to get those creases.
Those are annoying when you open them.
I hope it, oh, you could do windows with the steamer? That would be amazing. Huh. I wonder if I could do screens with a steamer.
Some of them have attachments for blinds too.
Yeah. Oh, for blinds, yes.
Those are good. Those are good ones.
I hate mini blinds for that reason. Every time I go to somebody's house with mini blinds, I'm like, are you attached to those? And they're like, why? I'm like, well, for one, they're only like $3 at Walmart to replace them. And you can replace them quicker than you spend me, you know, so much an hour to clean them because, you know, it's a pain in the ass getting little blinds and they get fly shit on them everywhere.
Traitors.
And you know what? An 8-ball might be cheaper and I could spend hours doing it. I could get every fleck of fly shit off of there, you know, just work really hard. Get my hyper-focused ass on the fly shit. TikTok has one for $30. Really? I'm not on TikTok. TikTok has stuff for sale? Really? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, I know I could trust you with my address, Rabbit. There's a lot of people I can trust. It's just, you know.
What about Temu for cleaning stuff? Maybe if you have the patience to wait.
You know, Temu is
good cleaning things.
Mine's not the patience to wait. Mine is I don't know if it's ADHD or not, but I can't make a choice. There's too much shit.
That's what happens to me. I put it in the cart and I do like virtual fake shopping, I call it, where I just load stuff up and then I don't buy it and they keep constantly sending me messages and notifications about stuff in my cart.
I thought I'd just put everything in a cart that I liked and then go back before I order and take out what I didn't like. But by the time I got to the cart, I was like, what was this one? Why did I like it?
And it's gone and it's sold out.
It's so confusing. Yeah. I can barely do Walmart.com because of all the choices on there. But Temu just scrambles my brain.
Yeah, I get it. Trust me.
Hey, eyes wide open. Yep. When I get on there, I'm looking for and they not have plus size women because I put on there 3X because I'm a big girl. And the biggest I can find is 2X. China must not have any big girls.
Their sizing is different. China sizes.
Yep. There wasn't any on there. But yeah, steamers that and they have plus size. Well, they might not have plus size unless I was just putting it in. Oh, and another thing I noticed on
they had clothes.
Amazon, I found blinds for 1 cent. And I'm like, well, hell yes, curtains. Shipping was $300 and some dollars.
That's the trick. They're hoping you'll buy it and get tricked and get charged by the shipping. You gotta watch out for those. They do that on eBay too. They do that on eBay.
TikTok goes up. It's called TikTok Shop.
I didn't even know they freaking Temu had clothes. I thought it was just like tools and stuff.
Oh no, Betty Washington got a couch off of Temu.
No, Rabbit got a couch. Remember those couch wars? There's couch wars going on right now. Don't forget. Hey, Redheaded Storm.
No, yeah, Mr. Nobody, I do that too. Prissy Penny Pitcher showed me the 1 cent things, and I did it once at our store here at Dollar General, and I found a couple things, but they didn't have everything.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, Rabbit don't like her couch.
No, we're not gonna
Okay.
talk about. Well, all right.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's
I
fine.
mentioned Couch Wars. Okay, sorry.
Oh, Peachy said TikTok. She meant to say, I meant to say TikTok, not Timo, but my brain is not with it today. You said TikTok. Betty seems to be happy with her couch, but she ordered a white couch. Who in the world owns
I thought it
in?
was Rabbit that got a white coach. Betty got one
Oh, well,
too.
Betty got one too.
Are you messing up your creators, or she got one too?
Nope, she got one too.
Oh,
She got a chair, and she got bar stools, and she got a
damn.
fake tree. Gypsy hates your couch.
This is what started Couch Wars.
Well, I'm like Rabbit. Since I moved in this house, I didn't take anything with us. I gave everything to the curb shoppers. I mean, if I didn't need it, use it, or want it, I'm like, I gotta dust it. I gotta dust it. So go in the, go to the curb, go to the curb, go to the curb. We had people coming by every day checking the curb. You got table and
I
chairs and a bed and
I can't
I
imagine
watched it.
getting large things there.
Yeah. How Betty explained it was, and you got to take Betty's with a grain of salt, because I don't know if she ever has a bumped her head brain injury, but she said that, like, say we have Ferguson's here, is our furniture store. She said Ferguson's just uses Temu, puts their couches on Temu, and you're really getting the couch from Ferguson's. So I don't know. She seemed to be happy with hers. She spent more for a couch than I would ever spend. I think she spent $300. No way in hell would I spend $300 for a couch. Maybe 50 at a garage sale, maybe, and it has to be a pretty face, nice couch. I'm not paying that much for a couch. Viper said he got his Dodge Ram on Temu, but he had to build it himself. Redhead Storm said she liked the furniture Betty bought on Temu. I watched Rabbit do the unboxing of the mattress.
I didn't even know Betty got furniture from Temu.
Yeah, she got a bunch of it. It's locally shipped, Rabbit said.
Okay,
Hey,
that's how they do
Margaret.
it.
Yeah,
I was confused about that. I'm gonna refill my coffee.
I don't know about refunds. Like if you're not happy with it, how it would go. But Betty's going to do a 30-day review after hers. Hey, Teresa. In China, it's easy to get some same stuff from the same factory. Some stuff are direct knockoff. Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Does Mo Cook still mod for you? Well, we don't use first and last names here. But no, she doesn't, not anymore. Can somebody remove that comment? I can't seem to do it on this end of my thing. That's okay. Yeah. And if it's something bad to say about her, we really don't care. So she's not over here anymore. You might look for her over at the stand. That's where she's at these days. Well, she don't mind it, but I mind it. I don't want to be, if you must be new here, how people do. So I just don't want to put it on here like that. Yeah, she's at the stand. Yeah, it is odd, isn't it? But yeah, she's there. Yep, she's there. Okay. Let me share my screen. I keep doing that and I forget. There we go. And there we go. Now. Yeah, we did have a falling out. That's about all I'll say about it. Yeah. Yep. When everybody, well, not everybody, but most people turned on me, Mo turned on me. Yeah, you can private message me. My email is ConnieKR68@gmail.com. Connie, ConnieKR68@gmail.com. Or it's my channel name, if you want to type all that in. When I made that email, I was like, ain't nobody going to want to type in Constance Sue has something to say. But I made it anyway, so it's easy to find that way. So, okay. Now, let me, got this going here. Move the comment. Got to remove the comment. So we can say, this is Bandits from December 7th. Lightning Tiger Saga, the mission to combat human trafficking. It's a 20-minute video. Oh, I quit sharing the screen. Why did I do that? Oh, because I shared the wrong one to start with. That's why. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not good with time, but probably 6 months or more. I don't know. It's 6 months or more. But okay, we're going to start this video. This is Bandit talking to Captain Howard. Captain Howard says he worked with Ernie at Trump Towers. And this is going to be a candid reaction because I haven't seen it. Sarah hasn't seen it. And we're going to see if Captain Howard seems legit or if Captain Howard feels like shit. And Sarah, you stop me whenever you want to talk, because every point that he makes I want to call, I'm going to stop it. So don't matter how many times we stop it. We're here to react and laugh to it, not watch the video. If you want to just watch the video, it's over at Bandits. And I'll drop the link one more time. Okay, now we'll get started. Okay. Oh, I've seen the litter box cake. Yes, I've seen that. Ooh, yeah. With Tootsie Rolls? No. I cleaned too many houses with witnesses.
What the hell is a litter box? Never mind.
It's like Rice Krispies on it, and it looks like litter. And then they take Tootsie Rolls and crinkle them to look like turds.
Oh.
Yeah. And when I look at it, I can smell it. I can just smell it. You know, I'm like,
no.
They do it for Halloween.
Association.
They have another one where you get one of them baby dolls, them cheap baby dolls at Walmart, and you cut like where her butt would be, cut a hole there, and then you put that Rotel cheese dip in it, and it looks like she shit all that out.
Oh, that's sick, man.
And you put the baby there. It's like, I can't eat that either.
Nope. I haven't even heard of this shit.
Just Google Halloween treats, and there's all kinds of weird shit.
Why do you want to eat something?
How do you put grape eyeballs in your drink? You put skinned grapes in your drink and call them skinned eyeballs. And it's just creepy when you put it that way.
Well, that's one thing, but to use a doll and make it look like shit is a whole different subject. Because why would you want to eat doll shit?
It looks like the baby shit, or a cat litter cake. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, okay.
I don't.
Let me. Oh, okay. Oh, I was already. Oh man, this 20-minute video might take me 40 minutes to figure it out. Okay, there we go. Right. Yep, there we go. Now I play it. Here we go. This is Bandit and Captain Howard. And it's only 20 minutes, so I'm not going to speed it up or do anything like that because it's just 20 minutes. Catchy little tune. You should, Miss Mayor. Oh, I gotta stop this just for a minute. I gotta say this to Margaret. Margaret, my yearbook was a huge part of my life for not for a long time. But I seen that when you said it on somebody's that that's how you met one of your exes. That's where I met my gay ex. I did. I met him on my yearbook. That's where I met him. And he said he was all these things, Native American and he said Norwegian or something like that. And I seen pictures of him, and I never, fat girls can trick you by the angle of the camera, and all the fat girl tricks you do when you take a picture and stand to your side. I didn't think guys were like that, and he wasn't fat, but boy, let me tell you, his picture sure wasn't what I thought he was.
Did you get catfish?
Yes, I got catfish like no other. Wasn't even his real name. His name that he told me was not even his real name. And I seen his ID, I was like, oh my God.
Catfish Constance.
Yes. We used to send out battles. I used to stand there and watch battles all day long. Who did it? If you're not familiar with yearbook. Yes, my ex was gay. He sure was. I found out maybe 8 months into our relationship. Yeah, it's big old long story how I found out, but I was just like, dude, and he's like, oh, I just, didn't know how to handle it. And I was like, go live your best life. Stop being stop being in the closet.
Well, was he bi or gay?
Well, he must have been bi because he slept with me, but I think if he had his
Okay.
preferences, he'd have slept with men.
Mm-hmm.
Remember everybody says my gay Mexican boyfriend from Mexico that ran
Yeah.
away? They're getting
I
my
never knew if
boyfriend
he really
confused.
was.
No, they're getting my boyfriends confused. My boyfriend
Okay.
now is Hispanic. He's not from Mexico. He don't know how to speak Spanish. He grew up here in America. His parents are American, and he's not gay, and he didn't run to New Mexico. But my Norwegian Indian supposed to be boyfriend, he's the one that's gay. And
Oh
but
man, Constance, that's confusing.
I guess it is. You got to. That's not even all my exes. That's just one of them. But did he work hard? No, he didn't work at all. Imagine that. He didn't work at all. Yep, I should have known. Yep, should have known. Hey, Peekbo.
Hello,
Okay,
pig.
now let's get started on this. I should have to tell Margaret about that. Yes, holy shit, to say the least.
Okay, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you are watching this. Welcome back to Bandit Network TV2
No, Jody, he
on
didn't.
Rumble. We do have a special guest, and he is here to speak about Lightning Tiger himself, aka Ernie Shell. And this is Captain Howard with me. If you want to introduce yourself.
I can't help but think Captain Howdy. Every time I hear it, I was like, Captain Howdy?
Hey, folks, Captain Howard here. Glad to be on the show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to laugh already. I just want to laugh already, but okay.
Wait, Constance, didn't you contact somebody behind the scenes when you were doing the resume check and wasn't there
I
somebody
sure
that
did.
claimed to work? Was it him?
No, I didn't talk to the
Okay.
guy. I just emailed him on Messenger.
Yeah, you went
I just
back and forth for a while with somebody. I just wasn't sure if
yes.
it was this guy. Okay.
No, it was the guy that said he worked with the Special Forces of Liberty.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Well, I
either
don't know
Ernie
what he's
talking.
captain of.
Yeah, right. Maybe I think he says he's a captain in some security. But
Okay. Fair enough. We haven't watched it yet, so we have no clue what's about to happen.
no, but like I said, just hearing Captain talk, I want to laugh already. Okay, we'll try not to interrupt, but we probably will.
Oh, and
Yeah.
speaking about my good friend, Mr. Ernie.
See, his good friend. I was talking.
It's already funny.
Yeah, it's already funny.
So I've already ran down these questions with you, but can you tell us a little bit about how did you and Mr. Shell meet in the past?
I met Mr. Shell while doing security detail at Trump Towers, just pulling security and kind of just your normal security detail, making sure everything's intact, and
Notice he didn't go into detail. Well, we're just basic security detail. Make sure everything's intact. Well, what does that entail, Mr. Howard?
he's
Captain of.
I've seen a lot of things that he's done, me and him, being friends, and just we've went over a lot of tactics.
What has he done?
And we've given a lot of good insight to each other over the years.
Tactics, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just through that and through our our love and want for the same goals. Me and him have created a very strong bond.
I bet you have.
But yeah, several years ago, that's initially how we met, was doing security for Trump Towers.
Now, you mentioned that he gave you insight. What kind of insight did he give you?
Well, me and him both have the same wants for creating a better future for the children. Me myself having a family. So when insight as far as just what we want to do, the goals that we want to reach when it comes to trafficking among children, and like how we're going to get the ball rolling, and the best route to achieve our goal and do as much as we can for, you know, the kids, because there's just, you know, a lot of wild, crazy things going on in today's world. So me and him have gotten together and spoken multiple times about, you know, creating our own task force and then just immediately hitting the ground and stopping these guys.
Mr. Howard, would you say that your children is a main motivating factor, you and your children and your family, a passion for your mission? Would that be a fair statement to say?
Yes, it is. When I you know, see my children, you know, I think from an outside perspective that, hey, you know, I know that I'm their protector, but there are, you know, hundreds, thousands, you know, of children that don't have that protector. So, you know, me and Mr. Shell came to the conclusion that, hey, you know, I mean, we can sit around and talk and, hey, somebody needs to do that, somebody needs to do that, but why wait? Why not be that somebody?
Well, we've been waiting on Ernie for 3 years to be that somebody, so I don't know, you know, what initiative he's going to take to get off his ass and do it, but he's had 3 years and ain't done shit.
And yes, that is a very high motivator because, yeah, they're my world. So, I mean, who's there to advocate for the ones that don't have, you know, a father, a mother, you know, a protector?
Sheila.
Absolutely. Those are the ones that need the voice the most, you know.
Unit 8.
Can you tell us about the efforts that you have taken and will plan to take in the future to combat human and child trafficking with you and Mr. Shell's operations?
Yes. Me and Mr. Shell, we've gone over lots of
Mr. Shell and I. Sorry about that. That drives me crazy.
Lots of routes, avenues, areas of concern. A lot of, you know, it's getting, just with the digital age, things are getting a lot more amped up, to say. So we've gone over, you know, sometimes these human traffickers use tunnels. Sometimes they ship kids out of connexes. Sometimes they, you know, we've gone over multiple scenarios of just of
Such
what
as?
if, and have gone over, written these down. We are currently setting a task force with multiple members.
Does he know how many task forces Ernie's already had? He had Shell Task Force. He had something like Extreme Shell Task Force. He had Rescue Our Children. He had Tiger Something's Task Force. Ernie's great
Predator
at creating
Hunter
a task
Nation.
force. Predator Nation. He's great at getting a task force in a t-shirt. But that's about as far as it go. Is my internet sounding bad? Is the signs coming up?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I hope so. Okay. No, I haven't checked this guy out, Sheila Diato. He's Captain Howard. Maybe when this is over, maybe Bandit could come up if he's here, if he has time.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, how'd you get in touch with him?
I want to know if this guy contacted him. Like, I'm thinking of questions already, so many questions. And what is he captain of, or claim to be captain of? I'll put it that way. And like, yeah, how did they meet? Did he initiate contact? That's what I'm wondering.
Yep.
And, you know, as soon as, you know, get enough funding, or we've
funding. Oh, of course. Of course. That's where, yep. You lost me at funding, dude.
We're gonna hit the ball, like hit the ground running. Media is a big thing. If we can get exposure, just so we can have people understand, hey, these are the guys that are going to go out there and, you know, have boots on ground and go face to face with, you know, these human traffickers, whether they be small time, you know, smugglers that, and I mean, we all watch the news, small time smugglers that throw kids in cars, to, you know, the big heads of organizations that try to keep themselves safe and, you know, don't hit the headlines. They need to be exposed. They need to be pushed out there that, hey, we try to keep a clean cut look, but that's not the case. We run.
Exactly.
Peachy said, Ghost asked Bandit how this guy was how this guy got in contact, and he said that Ernie was the one that got him in contact with Bandit. Okay.
Which goes along with my theory that I created in my head as soon as I heard that one sentence that Ernie put it, initiated this, because I think from where he is, he wanted to get somebody to go on YouTube and talk for him to help create his plot, because he's dying without YouTube right now. So I think this was all made by him. Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably some guy he was in jail with.
That was one of my theories. Yep.
Yeah. Because how else would Ernie get well, because Ernie's been in jail, so he can't contact anybody. And he doesn't, unless he had this guy's number. But wouldn't if this guy was already legit with Ernie before he went to jail, we'd have heard about him by now, wouldn't we?
We've never heard one thing, even from Ernie, which is unusual. So I bet he traded some good chicken sandwiches to get this guy to speak. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Them really good chicken sandwiches that he needs. So you need to cash up him some money, ladies.
Ramen noodles it costs to get this guy to speak for him. A lot of ramen noodles.
Okay.
On a human trafficking ring. And I'm tired of these guys, getting away with it and being, out of touch. So it's me and Ernie are ready to put ourselves right in the face of danger to save these children.
Sure.
Now, let me ask you this. You did mention something about online activity. Would you say that part of your operation would include monitoring some apps? Because there's a huge part of child trafficking and human trafficking, especially in the day and age of technology, involves social media apps. What efforts would you say need to be put in place to combat that when it pertains to social media?
When it comes to social media, I think that running accounts to kind of, bait these predators would be great, because I see it day to day. These poor kids can't even get on Roblox. You know what I mean? Without some type of sicko or inappropriateness, or even KidsTube has, you'll come across videos that are just wildly inappropriate for children.
When you say KidsTube, do you mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, when you say KidsTube, you mean YouTube?
Yes, it's actually an app. It's YouTube for kids, and it's supposed to be secured, but these predators still work their way around it. And you see videos that are dressed up as, oh hey, it looks fun and this is for children, but then if you watch it, you see about 5-10 minutes in, it gets wildly inappropriate, or comments are made, and you're like, who is monitoring this? Who is letting these videos float? So
Traffic.
Me and Ernie want to also like these companies that are allowing these things to pass, we want to highlight, and with enough exposure and credibility that we can build up through our task force, actually expose these companies, these major companies, for just allowing it, for their admins and like the people that are supposed to be monitoring this content, allowing it to pass. Because there's a lot of heads of companies that they take no credibility for allowing that content on.
Would you say that there are, and how do I phrase this, higher ups that are a part of these human trafficking rings? And whenever I say higher ups, I mean the very top tiers of these CEOs and companies.
I think that that just because that they pull the, hey, we're the CEO, or I'm too up to micromanage every decision or something that happens. Well, if I was the CEO of a company and inappropriate things were coming across my line, I would immediately talk to and fix the problem. But because these higher ups act like, hey, I'm dealing with this or I'm dealing with that they don't need to accept credibility for the things that are exposed to children.
I can already tell that he's trying to use big words, because he said they don't accept credibility. You don't accept credibility. You accept responsibility or accountability, but you don't accept credibility.
Higher
Right.
ups.
Yeah, the higher ups. Isn't that what Candace said too?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what they were called. What did Candace call them?
The uppers.
Uppers. Yeah, the
Uppers.
uppers
Yeah.
from Unit 8. From Unit 8.
Yeah. Somebody said, was he from Unit 8? Right.
You know, and their involvement is the lack of accountability, you know, for it.
At
There you
all.
go.
Hey, this needs to be fixed. Okay, as a CEO, I will fix it.
True. You know, I get what you're saying. They act like they're too busy with other things, even though that should be a priority on top of their list. Let me ask you, what are your thoughts on TikTok being banned in the United States? Because I understand that there's a lot of human trafficking, and child exploitation that happens on that app in particular. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, as a father, I mean, the whole, I don't have it. My kids will never have it. TikTok has opened up a whole, it's brain rot for our younger generation. I mean, it really is. It's just a mix of videos that you can just doom scroll.
I don't do TikTok because I can get stuck there for hours. I can just before I know it, I'm still just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And yeah, YouTube's the same way on shorts.
Yeah, I don't really use it, but I have one. I mean, I rarely go on it, but I have it.
Yeah, I have it for like signing up for people too. But you know, I'm a public figure now, and I should have an Instagram, a TikTok, and a Rumble. But
you have
I'm not
links. You're an
I'm not.
affiliate with Capital
I'm not
One.
an affiliate. That's the word I was looking for.
You are an affiliate with Capital One, and what's the other one? Was it your phone?
Straight Talk.
Something. Yes, Straight Talk. Yeah.
Yep. Affiliate. I couldn't think of that when I first tried to say it, but yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's what you are.
That's what I am.
And I agree. I mean, if you think, because I've actually heard in just several informative videos that like the algorithms for places like China or Japan or different countries, like their videos are like how to learn stuff, or you know, stuff to help your intellect. And
that's a good question, Michelle. How does he know about this if he doesn't have the app?
Did he say he didn't have the app?
Yeah, he just said he didn't have the app. He wouldn't have the app.
Maybe it's part of the Unit 8 training.
Right. Maybe he just, you know, instead of like Clinton saying, I never inhaled, maybe he just looks, but he don't really watch. Could be.
In our videos, it's all brain rot material. It's nonsense. It's inappropriate. TikTok is, I get it. It helps a lot of, you know, musicians or people get exposure, but it at this point, it's doing more harm than good.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy surrounding TikTok, not to mention the Chinese government allegedly spying on the U.S. through TikTok, utilizing TikTok.
Yep. And go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I don't. You go ahead. I didn't know what.
So does
the Chinese are watching me.
So does the U.S. government. I mean,
I don't understand that part, but the Chinese are watching me when I'm TikToking. Never knew. They must be some bored Chinese people over there. Oh, look, she's on YouTube again.
I was about to say.
Mama T is competing with Mama Tree.
And, like I said, just the accessibility and how TikTok was initially, if I'm not mistaken, it was made for, you know, music, and it was actually based for fun, and it was more geared towards, you know, kids and younger generation. And then, you know, obviously content creators. And I mean, I got disgusted with it like several years ago and just deleted it, just because it hasn't turned into anything positive. It's turned into almost everything is negative on there. and wildly inappropriate for younger generations, considering the app was created for them.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to ask you about that, because for the longest time, and there's a lot of people that's been calling it out, was TikTok, kind of like what you were saying with YouTube or KidsTube. The videos on surface seem innocent, but if you dive a little bit deeper into the comments section and the things that they're putting into the content, it goes into the realms, I would say at best exploitation, and at worst prostitution.
Yep, I completely agree with you. Because it's advertising, because a lot of times you see content that's it like you just said, it's prostitution. It's advertising. Hey, this is what I've got. Click on this link.
And plus, I think it's I think a lot of the parents are ignorant to the dangers of these social media apps and what they pose to their children and the predators that live on them.
Yep. And that's a good point of me and Ernie's mission is that we want to not only highlight these issues, but also positively inform parents so that they can be smarter when it comes to what they're exposing their children to.
Wait, so he just admitted they're a team. He said Ernie and himself, so it's just them two? Right. Okay. That's the team, according to him, right? Did you hear that?
I was muted.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what's the answer?
Yes. I'm sure you could be like Ernie and say that they got Brian and Allie and everybody behind him.
Yeah, Brian and Allie work for me now. I haven't seen them around.
They?
I mean, that's last I knew. They might have picked up some other side jobs, but they might be popping in the chat. They might pop in.
Good. I miss Brian and Allie.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, Edith.
That leads me into my next question. Has Mr. Shell talked to you about his involvement within the SOPA Act, where the age verification, if you want to look at adult pornography online, you have to verify your age? Were you a part of that?
No, I was not, but I've heard and seen.
How can you not be part of Ernie's biggest thing he ever done? Edith, get up here then. Come on.
How come we haven't ever seen him partner with him or do any shows with him? How come Ernie didn't have him on as a guest when Ernie loves to have guests? This would have been his big moment to bring out Captain Howard.
Verification, what we've always asked for, right?
Yeah. How come he wasn't even on the resume? Thank you, Fizz Crank, for your $2. Hey, everyone, Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you, Fizz. Yep. Yeah, why wasn't he on the resume? All the shit in the world was on the resume, the shit that mattered.
Sounds like they've been working together for a long time, battling this, and he was not on the resume. Weird.
We'll have to go over that resume again sometime.
Yeah, we got to do that.
What's going on, now, as far as hearing about it, you know what I mean? I know now that you have to verify, and there's been a major change in, the way that stuff has been going on.
It's been controversial among people. I know here in the state that I live in, which I'm in Kentucky, they recently passed it last year. I think it was in July, that you have to upload a picture of your driver's license. That goes into it. He mentioned his involvement with that. Now, let me ask you this. What would you like people to know? What would you like people to take from this interview and want people to know about Mr. Shell and his mission?
What I want them to understand is that Mr. Shell has always, voiced, and through mine and his communication, he's always voiced his love and passion for protecting children. He's a stand-up guy.
Come on now.
He's on a watch list.
Yeah, I bet this guy don't know shit about Ernie. If this guy is legit, this guy don't know shit about Ernie. But I don't think he's legit. No.
What did he put in his head in prison, and this guy got out of jail or whatever, and what did he do to get him to do this for him?
Yeah, many chicken sandwiches.
Or something in the bunghole or something, man. Something went on.
Mountain Dew.
A lot of Mountain Dew.
Do you notice that there's, you know how YouTube always puts up the first letter of your username, and his is Captain Howdy, but his has a J, so his real name must start with J.
Thank you, Fizz Crank, for my French fries. I haven't had French.
French fry money's always good. Now I want French fries.
I thought I knocked myself out of the StreamYard. Here I am. Okay.
Okay. Forgot what I was doing. Got too many tabs open.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
that shit was funny.
And just the drive and dedication he has towards it, and honestly, his true intellect when it comes to it. That's
true intellect.
Yeah.
Passion for the children by, you know, doxing all the moms and everything. Sure, Jan, is that how you say it?
That should never use in the same sentence. Ernie and intellect.
Yep. Storing and doing revenge porn on everybody. Yep. He's all about safety. Oh, I'm a demon. The diamonds. Are they gone?
Gone so far, yep.
Okay.
He doesn't sound too intelligent. Neither does Ernie. Drive and dedication for other people's money.
Yes. T-shirt money.
What better way to fund something to say it's for the children?
Yeah, he got the script all right.
Yeah, our school board wants to do something new for the school. It's always think of the children. And if you don't vote for it, well, then you're not thinking of the children. Like, my God. Does he have a Kentucky accent? I bet he does.
I'm
sure
familiar.
He was in jail with him. That's my determination so far.
That was my guess at first before I listened to anything. I mean, it's not changing much so far. But I do think, I will say, I think Bandit has good questions.
Yeah.
What has driven me to have this partnership with him is because he actually cares. He actually knows what he's talking about, and he actually does what he says. So it's hard to find. I mean, you know, a lot of people will sell you the dream or sell you what they want to do, but not a lot.
That's what he does.
That's what he does. Right there. He don't know Ernie from shit. Yep.
He does sell you. He's a salesman.
Right. That's done it for me right there. You don't know Ernie at all.
He's describing Ernie.
Yep. Always excuses, never results. He ain't never done shit. He could just, he could sell it. That's it.
Excuses, not results.
Right. Always. Always.
A lot of people will actually put boots on ground and get it done. And Shell will.
Yes, Ernie has shown that on YouTube that he is willing to go out and
on the ground.
He's willing to go out and do a photo op bullshit thing.
It's all about the photos. That is all it's about. And boots on the ground, no, boots on the couches.
And they let the guy go.
His little stride right.
Yep.
All
it was coming from a TV show they wanted to do. That's all it was. Ernie didn't save one children at all by that bullshit. Well, I really can't say that because I don't know, but in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Be boots on ground and just not talk about it, you know. And one of the previous things you mentioned was that the media
gossip
is going to be beneficial when it comes to this, because I don't think a lot of people are fully aware of these things that go on, especially on social media when it pertains to child trafficking, human trafficking, or human trafficking in general. I've also learned through speaking with officers, LEOs, that a lot of them are not trained adequately to handle these type of situations. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would agree with that. Yes. Because it's, you know, they're trained only so much, but not in the specifics, you know. So having an actual a trained, driven, specific task force can actually kind of alleviate stress off of, you know, the law and order officers, because hey, we've got a specialized group of individuals that handle specifically child trafficking, and you know, they know the ins and outs of it.
So let me guess, you're going to train everyone. Or
Is there
Ernie,
anything else that you?
with no syllabus, right? You tried for how long to get that? Some sort of
Yep.
syllabus or something?
Yep.
There's nothing. There's no manual.
Anything. I said, like if you don't have a syllabus, a manual, an
Anything.
outline, I'd accepted an outline, nothing.
What's the training? It's just bullshit in your
Yep.
head.
And where's his training? It's bullshit in his head.
He's a salesman, snake oil salesman.
Exactly. I think Charlie put it best when he said bullshit artist.
Yeah.
That fits him completely.
You would like to, sorry, I cut out. Was there anything else that you'd like the people to know in regards to your future endeavors to combat human trafficking and Mr. Shell's mission? Because I know that you're in a rush right now. You're on a job site.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Just that, I mean, we are individuals that are here for the children through and through, regardless of, obviously with life, there's day-to-day struggles. Everybody's got, struggles they deal with. But at the end of the day, our lives are driven towards a better future and protecting the next generation. And we are willing to do whatever it takes to get that mission done.
Such as?
Absolutely. And I do agree with you. Well, I do appreciate you coming on, Mr. Howard, and speaking with us. And hopefully you can come on again some other time when you have more time on your hands. But thank you. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate you having me on. Just glad that, get some information out to the people, and hope it's received well.
Like
and
what?
Just know that, hey, we are capable men.
There was no info.
This is our passion. This is what we do. We're here for them through and through.
Absolutely. Well, happy holidays, and I'll go ahead and I'll let you go.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a good holiday.
Likewise. All right. Well, that was short and sweet. I do hope that you enjoyed this interview. Please consider following Bandit Network TV 2 on Rumble. Go check out Bandit TV on Facebook, and also Bandit Network TV on YouTube. Happy holidays. Thank you for watching.
Okay, that was Bandit.
I think he's good at interviewing. It's just that guy, he didn't give any information.
Nope,
it was just talking the talk. Kind of like Ernie.
Exactly. Mr. Howdy, or Mr. Howard, excuse me, if you're out there listening, if you have some hair on your nuts, come interview with me and Sarah. I'll believe you legit when you come interview with me and Sarah. Right?
Bring your syllabus. At all costs.
So put a 1 in the chat if you believe this guy. Put a 2 in chat if you think he's full of shit.
We didn't learn anything.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Did I make a poll? Let me see.
That's Mama Tree 43. That's my picture. I came as Miss Mama Tree 43 to D-Boss's party. I just forgot to change my avatar on StreamYard.
I'm making a poll. Is Mr. Howard, because I'm not calling you captain. We never did hear what he was captain of. Captain Howard.
I got to come back again before Christmas. My costume.
You do.
Maybe I'll go on Mama T's panel. Come on, panel.
She's live right now.
I saw that.
Yeah.
She wants to compete with Mama Tree.
Yeah. Start poll. Is Mr. Oh, what the hell? Howard legit. That's what it says. Yep. We already got to know. We knows 100%. Yeah, it's kind of like I knew that. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now, what else can we talk about? That interview cost 22 honey buns.
And chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
You got it, Kels. You got it.
Do you got time when you can finish that call?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let me find it. You talk while I find it.
Okay, I'll read. Oh, thank you, Zap for $5 to help you reach your goal, and we're
Oh,
closer
yay.
to confetti. Did,
It's there.
did I miss it? Did it fall?
The confetti
Damn it.
just fell. That's the
Yeah,
coolest part of it.
I like that too. I can't see it in StreamYard.
Yeah. Thank you, Zep. Got it done. Thank you. That was my what we'll do. Thank you. I just like watching the confetti fall.
Yeah, it is cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go find that while you talk.
Okay, I'll just read some comments and I gotta go get my cord. Pink Bow says, Mr. Nobody, you're wrong. They did not descend from dinosaurs. Uh-oh, we having a thing, Pink Bow and Mr. Nobody? Yeah, just for you. 24/7. Thank you for that. Yes, Kels is getting a visit. Okay, let's see. Rumor has it Ernie supporters voted. Otherwise, it would have been 100% no. Pink Bow chicken. Pink Bow on the panel. On the panel. Mr. Nobody wants Pink Bow to come up.
Oh, Mr. Nobody, quit that.
Mr. Nobody's starting.
Yeah, I hear about chat fighting with Pink Bow. What was it called again? Lightning Tiger Military. That's what it was.
Oh, Pink Bow, you need subs for your new channel, don't you? Pink Bow lost the original channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if she could appeal that, because remember way back when YouTube had a glitch and it took everybody's channel, even subscribers, but it was just some kind of glitch and they got them back.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I forgot about that.
I wonder if it's something like that, because, I mean, she doesn't talk enough shit in chat to be, like, she don't cuss.
Are you sure about that?
Well, I mean, she talks shit, but she don't cuss or say the N word or the F word or, you know,
sure
things that
about
violate terms of service. Does she not? Does she say that?
I think Pink Bow goes on a lot of panels. Pink Bow goes panel surfing throughout the day.
That's true. Okay, I think it's right where we left off.
Okay.
If I gotta share the screen though. I always forget to do that. Okay. Lightning Tiger, Renee.
And then you still have your pinned comment up there. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. And I'm gonna run and get my cord.
Okay, I'm back. I'll remove that. I always do that. Okay. Here's the link. In case you haven't heard about Yeah Mom or seen her, she's doing the calls from jail from Ernie. There's her link. Jump over and give her another view, just because we're not here to take views away. Margaret says, I honestly would like to think the captain would be legit, but if he's backing Ernie, then absolutely not going to give him any respect. That's what I think. I think Ernie is not in jail. He's really the rebel leader that's just toppled the Assad regime. Do not tell anybody. Top secret. Okay, we won't. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to start the video. We're starting where we left off.
Hello, this is a free call from
Ernie.
An inmate at the Madison County Detention Center. To accept this free call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Having my second cup of coffee.
Hey, I had to take a break on that last phone call. I really did.
It's okay.
You got it in my feelings.
I did too. My cheeks were wet.
Aww.
The thing about it is, what's missing on YouTube when anybody's up, on panels and stuff, is the realism of it. And that's what I've always told. Being real.
Him talking about being real is such a stretch.
You'll go through a lot of things But nobody can beat real. You can't take a foundation that's made of clay and beat something that's solid. And that's why I said they'll always fail. It may not be now, but in years' time, after that clay wears around, water starts hitting that clay. Well, your foundation, what you build on, is you ain't got no structure. There's no structure. Therefore, they fail. That's why they'll lose. I may have to do, the thing about it is, I may not get out on the 3rd, and then I may get out. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how everything is. But the fact of the matter is, what I hold my hand right here, I mean, is way more than, just the distinguishedness of it means so much to me. I mean, I was so young when I did this stuff, and now I'm like, that very stuff that I done when I was so young may be what gets me out of this.
So young, as in 12.
Oh, I also would like to tell you before I forget that, Mom says thank you for sharing her link.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
But the thing about it is, either way, I'll be free.
I hate
Sure about that?
that. I don't want you to plead guilty either, but I don't want you sitting in there either. But my gut tells me if my phone call can't get anywhere on Monday, that they are never going to show up to trial anyway.
No, Renee, that should have been your first clue. Nobody is going to show up for trial to be a character witness. It's not how it works. Especially the governor or who the fuck ever you're trying to contact.
The Green Berets. Don't
Green
forget about the
Berets.
Green Berets. That's important shit.
And the Masons, the Master Masons.
And Captain Howard from Unit 8.
Yes, Captain Howard. I expect them all to be there because Ernie said so.
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, he's his team member.
How would you let your team member sit in jail and do nothing?
Don't
Not a
leave your
very good
teammate
team
behind.
player. Yeah. No man left behind, remember?
Because the people against me.
Bolt.
I mean, I know Bolt and Steve Butler. I mean, fact of the matter is, either way, I mean, if they give me the diversion, which is a felony that never show up on my record, if they give me if they drop the other charge, the bail jumping charge, which I've got legitimacy, I've got documentation, hospital documentation, proves all that.
No, you don't. Lies.
And then give me a diversion on the Class C felony, and nothing ever happens. It never goes on my record anyways. They can never look it up.
Actually, can you pause that, please?
Yep.
You know how he just said that he had. Oh wait. You know how he just said he had documentation that for his medical that it's not going to go on his record anyways. I clearly remember the judge's anger and aggravation the first time you tried to show that what you call medical documentation that she was not too pleased with because it was 12 days expired and there was no word after that. And she wasn't too pleased with it. So I wouldn't be using that for medical documentation if that's what you mean. Do you remember that? She wasn't too happy. Nope.
Yep. Just for you, I don't know why Renee ran. I don't think Renee has. I think she wanted to get the heat off her, so she said she did. But she was in Bandit's chat, and I've seen her around, and she still supports Ernie. I don't care what, in my opinion.
The thing is, there's a lot more calls, and I don't know how many calls Mom actually has, so we have to wait, because she does the artwork and stuff with it, which is cool and everything. It makes it interesting, but we don't know how many more calls there are, and we don't know what's to come. That's the whole, weight of it. It's kind of hard.
And I hope she's not deleting some of them thinking, oh, these are boring. Nobody want to hear them. I want to hear them all.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Yeah, we're just that gossipy.
Yeah, we need to see it. They're all funny.
I got 2 questions for you, okay, before we get cut off again. I remember the date of the event happening with the van, and you had only had that van a matter of 2 or 3 days, correct?
Correct.
YouTubers
Mr.
called and said you are a danger on the highway. They took you to jail, correct?
Do what now?
YouTubers called and interfered and said
Yeah,
you were a danger.
YouTubers called. I didn't.
YouTubers didn't call and interfere. YouTubers called because you're running around like Frogger on the highway. That's why
YouTubers called to save your life because you were in danger of potentially hurting others that could have been trying to avoid you. You were a danger
Right.
to yourself and others.
And I don't think YouTubers ever got a hold of the Volt van driver then. I know at the time there was a guy that said he was the owner, but I think he was just a troll.
That could have been. That's
he said,
probably.
I own that van. What are the odds that he'd be watching and say that? Yeah, I think it was just a troll.
That's very likely.
Calling Steve Butler themselves, I don't know that even happened. They called the police when you were playing Frogger. That's it.
And there's been many times where YouTubers call and save him, not just that one incident. And back in the day, being from when I was in that chat and part of it, I thought the same thing, that the trolls were doing shit, but it's not true. They were actually saving him. And it happened many times after that. Every time he did a highway run, people skip traced him and saved his ass from dying, pretty much.
Before this, he was running through the highway, before YouTube even. So,
yeah, we found that out too. I just don't remember where.
Michelle said, I heard some gossip that the van company wants to move forward with prosecution. Oh, somebody said the van guy was in court.
Yeah, I was wondering that, and I feel like, I didn't get too much detail on what happened at court, but I did hear that, and I was wondering if that was true, that they did show up.
Yeah.
Does anyone know or confirm that they showed up? Because that's what I heard.
I don't know where I heard it even. It must have been through Jimbo's.
Had to be somewhere here. I don't know. Yeah. Somebody on here must have said it.
Yeah. Airborne Vest said, yep, YouTube made Ernie steal that van. The FBI gave him the van. Duh.
He was doing border patrols, saving the children in his FBI.
And like Gossip said, he called on himself too.
That's true. He did used to call. Help me, Facebook.
He called 911 that day, though, in my opinion, because he was, running up and down the highway. It was hot as fuck, and nobody had called the cops yet. And he was probably thinking, why the fuck hasn't somebody called the cops to get me out of this yet? So he had to call himself.
He called, and he kept saying, Shelby's going to get me.
Yep. And she said, Shelby's not going to get you.
Shelby's going to get me.
I did not have possession of the van when they got me. I parked the van. I was walking to walk I walked in order to get the PTSD off of me, to get back to myself, for comfort and to get
You can walk, or you just can't walk down the middle of the highway, like the graphic shows.
So you are the one that parked the van in the Mexican restaurant?
Yes.
See, I'm glad he said that, because I never knew about that part.
Me neither.
I never knew how that got to there, but yeah, now we know.
I always used to wonder, how did that van get there?
Angelo. Yeah, Angelo said it.
Is he still here? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, if he comes in, we'll ask him again.
Yeah. Edith, stop it. She's messing with my mouse.
And went for a walk to try to come out of it.
I went across the road. I was going across the highway when the police picked me up.
Okay.
You were going in the highway.
So, are you telling me that this alleged damage happened in the parking lot of the Mexican restaurant when they took you in?
There was no damage. What happened is they didn't give me no brakes. What happens is they didn't give me no brakes for the equipment, the delivery stuff. What we hauling? It moved around. It moved around inside the van. I only have one crate. It was moving around inside the van. And the damage you're talking about is styrofoam. It's styrofoam.
No.
No, you don't do 5% damage with styrofoam.
No, he ripped apart the console because he thought there was a chip tracking him or something, remember?
Yep.
And the interior. He thought there was a bug in it in his mind, and he started tweaking out.
Like it was inside the van to keep it warm and stuff. It was just a couple pieces.
Hey, yeah, Mom.
I don't know where they got up to $500 or whatever.
Okay.
There was nothing damaged in the van outside of it. It was perfect.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm correct on my facts, but I remember what I read. You know
I remember
what?
what I
You know what,
watched.
though? Jody and Audrey know the truth, too. They know the truth. But nobody will stand up, will they?
That's bullshit.
No, there ain't nobody gonna stand up. They won't see me go down for something I did not do. That way
I
they say,
know.
I told you. The thing about it is,
Yeah, you were mean to both of them, and I remember that clearly. You're muted. If you're talking, you're muted.
Damn it. The fact of the matter is, Jody and Audrey were some of his strongest supporters.
Yep.
If they thought for any minute that he was innocent and that he didn't do anything, they'd be the first one to say he didn't do anything. But even then, if they say he didn't do anything, there's nothing they can do. They can't show up and say Ernie didn't do anything to court.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to matter.
Yep.
You know, they weren't there. They didn't see. They just know. But stop dogging Audrey and Jody because they gave you way more support than you ever deserved, Mr. Shell.
Absolutely. Sure did.
For a long time.
They were there. They were there for you.
I know that in my heart.
What up, Virgo?
I mean,
No, you don't.
I'm gonna be there.
Okay, what? Let's pray for that then. You definitely got a light around you, Ernie. I can tell you that.
Here's the thing. Everything I told the Secret Service, if I was a liar and I was lying, I'd be arrested right now. I'd be gone.
You are. You're locked up.
No.
They wouldn't fool with this. They would
Whoa. Pause it, please.
Put me in Washington, D.C. where the
Did you see what Kel's wrote? Hey, Virgo, if you didn't hear me, Kel says, did you all hear that Magda got married?
Oh, really?
And here she has people texting her and calling her for Ernie and shit. She must be annoyed. If that's really true, congratulations if you're married, if you even ever hear
this. No, I haven't heard that.
Interesting.
There's some people that talk to Magda probably watching, so if it did happen,
yeah,
they'll let us know.
January 6th, people are being killed. That's where I would be right now. That's where I would be. Everything I've said, I've been proved found innocent and found free.
Nope. Not true.
Xander's sitting in that damn room with the Department of Homeland Security, and he heard me pretty much talk about everything.
Probably bullshit.
Even talked about me being on the phone with Donald Trump Jr. She remembers that.
Because you tricked her.
She talked about.
You're muted.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Oh, no, you're not.
That's what I was getting ready to say. That
he manipulated her.
I think that, you know how they had them Trump, so they had Trump, you could play a thing like Trump's calling you.
Mm-hmm.
Or a voice changer or something like that. I'm sure if Tina thought she heard it, that was just, you know.
Well, he manipulates his own friends for his own purposes, so.
Right. Yeah, Kentucky, we sure can.
That would be cool.
Somebody's done it, but I don't think that there wasn't anything new except for this course the 9th.
When does he go back, even? I don't even know. I haven't really been following that stuff. Of January?
I think, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what is that going to be? What's that? What is it for? Is it like a pre-trial conference?
It
hey,
might
white
be.
Boy.
It might be something like that. I know it's not the trial. He has, you know, I think it's whether he's going to say he pleads either guilty or he takes diversion. Now, if he takes diversion, I think he's got to plead guilty. And it goes up his record if he doesn't do anything stupid in 2 years.
Which won't happen.
Right. And if he does something stupid, then it goes back on your record as guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Just the last one. I'll see about it, Kentucky. Yep. And if Pinkbo and Mr. Nobody are annoying people in chat, you could don't block them like from my chat, but you could personally block them. Like if you're somebody that's being annoyed, just click on their name and you can block them.
I'm finding entertainment in watching their exchange personally.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want my mods to block them. But it might be irritating some people. But yeah, don't block them from my chat. People can just personally block them if they don't want to see it. Wouldn't his diversion have been on his first charges, the public in talks? They might not have offered, they should have offered it to him. Well, I don't know if it's a thing they automatically offer you or if you just ask for it.
I just almost spit out my coffee.
I personally know somebody that had a charge recently, and with their court papers, the diversion papers came with it. And it was just saying, you know, do you want to take diversion to get it over with? But I don't know. It should have been. And his public in talks, now they broke probation on that. I don't know what they're going to do about that, too. Okay, Mr. Dobby said they're just talking to each other. That's fine. So, okay, we'll start playing now. Hey, Monkey S, welcome. And yeah, Mom. Everybody else that came in. Keep pushing the wrong button.
About that.
Somebody has to pay consequences for making false reports to three-letter agencies. This just can't happen.
Renee, you can't be that dumb.
The way you fool with that is you hit it legally, and I'll be able to hit it legally now that I'm free, when I'm free. And hopefully in 6 more days, I'm free.
Ernie, you were free for how long? 1.5 years. You should have got your shit in one sock during that 1.5 years that you were free.
Free and, yeah, how'd that work out?
Right, yeah, you were free and you didn't do shit about it. Now you want to go out and do something about it? You just want to run again, Mr. Tiger. You ain't fooling me.
He is itching to run. If anyone dropped that money, he's gone.
In a heartbeat. A tiger don't change his stripes.
Yes, people telling themselves.
I hope
time tells all.
So too, Ernie.
If I am free, when we meet up, can we have a little celebration?
Oh, we're going to have a big celebration. You can run down the streets. You can do anything you want.
I bet you
I just appreciated that.
Not in the last few days. I don't know how to explain it all to you. She goes down these rabbit holes that messes with her head, right?
What now?
And a couple of times she's kind of messed with mine, you know, because it makes you think. Until I started to catch on, because I'm no dummy, right? But
I told
sometimes,
you she went to jail. I told you that.
Huh?
She didn't tell you that.
No.
Did she?
No.
Don't never say that.
I won't.
She was in there because Secret Service had a fall, pulled a fall, because they arrested her too. She didn't think that.
See, there he's saying that the lady he was with, they arrested too. So I wonder if that's true.
Bandit's here. Bandit, I don't know if you're here. I was saying I just wanted you to know, I think you, for an interviewer, I think you did a good job interviewing and you had good questions. So all my laughing and everything was for your guest, not you. I just want to make that clear.
Yep.
From my point of view.
Yeah, thank you for letting me do the interview.
I seen her. I did see her. I watched her be arrested. They took me to the squad car, and they took her the other direction. I watched him put cuffs on her.
Wow. She just might lose against the ex.
Do what?
She just might lose against the ex.
Hey, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, she's
oh, okay.
You know how they say you get a sickness like over covering a case, like let's say with, you know, Hawkins County, right? You can't let it go. It's morning, noon, night, 7 days a week.
Right.
Now, we all feel the same about that. You know what I mean? But you can't let it take over your life, right? I'll be able to tell you a lot more when you know you get through this.
Well, see, here's the thing. She's got all my stuff, which I know. Mean, you know, one good thing about this is I don't have to lose anything ever again after I'm done with this. I don't have to leave anything. I don't have to just get up and leave.
Right.
I can keep things. I can keep my things. I'm having these military papers. Actually, I've got one that's actual credentials.
Sure, Jan.
And I'm actually going to have it framed and put on the wall somewhere, probably at my mom's or something like that. Something I know I'll have forever.
Yeah.
But I've got. I mean, it's, you know.
She has promised. She has promised not to hold your property.
I know. I told her she did it to my sister, and she's like, "No, I'm gonna keep it because I promised I'd tell you. I don't believe in that." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever, you know." But
she promised.
I'm not going to back to South Carolina right now.
Oh no, gonna break her heart.
I'm not doing that. And if I have to lose a phone, I hate to do it, but.
Ernie,
lose a phone that you didn't pay for. Yeah, it's an iPhone. What'd she say? 15? What are those, like $1,000?
Yeah, when it was newer, like the newest one, he had it and he complained about it. And it's like, somebody bought that for you, man. You didn't even pay for it. It's like newer than my phone. Jeez, freaking appreciate shit. And just so y'all know, I was offered the crocodile hat. It was offered to be sent to me, but I was like a little unsure because I couldn't help but picture dried seminal fluids upon it. And I was not going to bring it in my house with the dried seminal fluids on it. So I had to pass.
Bag.
It was a hard pass.
Yeah, Renee, Sheila D, she says she does, but I don't think she did. Because I seen her in Bandit's chat and, you know. Yeah, I'm sure it did, white boy. All of his stuff is dildos. Yeah. I mean,
dildos in the yardo.
If I was transient and I didn't have a house, I'm not going to carry my dildos. I'm going to do without. I'm just going to do without. I'm not going to carry my dildos house to house to house, for God's sake. No.
Nope. No dildos in the yardo.
Who does that? I mean, maybe one discreet little one, you know. That would have all my shit. Mom. Yeah. Yep. If people found my shit, they're going like, oh, well, you can't blame a girl for one little dildo. But to be a man and have a whole damn bag of them.
And like I said, the hat might have undiscovered species of bacteria, which I'm unwilling to bring in my house. But, you know, I had to think about it.
Or put on your head, let alone, you know, in your house, put on your head.
It would need a condom, a hat condom.
Yeah, a whole body one, put it on. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
At your hat, the laptop, the new clothes. Like
Renee bought him the laptop. Renee bought him the new clothes. $700 for that laptop.
I hate to lose everything. I hate to. And I mean, I think when I got out, I called her from a regular phone and talked to her. She would send me stuff. She would send me my stuff and everything. I hope she would.
I mean, she could send it to me and she won't.
Right. She can send it anywhere. I mean, just as long as I can get it.
And it doesn't matter because your phone is your phone. Nobody can get in it, right?
Right. Nobody. I mean, nobody. Anyways, it was dead. There was no time on it. There was nothing.
Right. And nobody wants to look in your phone. I just want your property.
But here's the thing. She wanted the code to that other phone, did she?
She paid for it, dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
When you want the code, what are you gonna do with the phone you can't do nothing with?
A new one, and I understand that because it's a $1,000 phone, right?
Yeah.
But it's not Android.
I get that.
Well, I wanted her to take it back. I wanted her to, you know, if I want to go back and use it, just take it back. Because that's all she complained about was take it back. She had me put on there. I didn't ask for that. She asked. She said, hey, I can get you a phone. I can get this here. I'll have you put on my, you know, I've got this build up stuff and I can have you put up. We put it on this political stuff here and we can do this. And I'm like, okay. I even offered to pay the damn thing. I offered to pay it. And
sure.
I like the phone is pretty cool, but, you know, I'm thinking to myself, like,
agree, Randy.
If she's already doing that, already saying that, it ain't worth the long run.
No, you're just like me. If you're gonna do something for somebody and then throw it in their face and guilt them, you can have it. But you know that computer is a $700 computer.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And I want it, and I want your new clothes, and you know.
I didn't get to put. I only got to put one shirt on. One of your shirts. I have one of your shirts on.
I know, the green one.
That was probably all expensive to go to the Baby Gap.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is, when Angelo pulled that fake ass shit in South Carolina stuff, he said I was wearing pants. I wasn't wearing pants.
Yep.
I didn't have no.
This is. I'm just pointing out my usual thing that I always say. He can't make one call without mentioning Angelo, and there's a reason. He affected him somehow. He mentions him every call.
Angelo.
Marsha.
Yep.
Yeah, Baby Gap is not cheap.
White Boy said he can't believe that these women don't know. There's no way that they don't know he's feeding them lie after lie. It's like they enjoy it. I think Renee, I thought she was an intelligent person. I never had anything against Renee, but she didn't seem like a complete bozo until these calls. Because she always said, I'm not giving Ernie money. I just I just support Ernie, but I ain't sending any money. Come to find out, she was sending him the most.
And I thought maybe it could be a master troll, because if it is, it's fucking brilliant. Excuse my language. It could be the most master brilliant troll ever. You just, makes me wonder.
I think Renee is in deep, Michelle. I do believe so.
Pants on, and when I went to jail, I don't have no pants on my property. I have cut off jogging pants, like jogging things.
Wow.
So either way, I get to look like a bum when I get out of here.
You look like a bum before you got there.
I'll try to get her.
You have no job.
I'll try to get her.
Hey, Jody.
This is something very important. Do what you said you're going to do. But look, I got some things I need to talk to you about. I'm reading you these military things here. I'm reading all of it. I stopped with the Ranger Chronicles. The next thing was 2015, 2016, or 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. And that's with the Special Forces of Liberty. All that is.
He's saying now that his military papers have the Special Forces of Liberty. When the Special Forces of Liberty is nothing but a damn website set up by Chris Seaver, or Sevier, however you say his name.
Yeah.
It's full of shit. I contacted nearly everyone on that list.
Sure did.
Most of them said they were not affiliated with it anymore, didn't want to be affiliated with it anymore, or didn't answer their phone, except for John Guntner Jr., and he and I talked a lot.
And some of the people trolled you through Messenger, right?
Yeah. Yep. Whoever
and,
the YouTube human trafficking thing that's connected to it did.
And it was Ernie in another account, is my guess, pretending to be that person, because that was all Ernie talking, pretending.
Yeah.
We saw right through that. And Jody, I know you just got here, but you and Audrey were mentioned earlier, of course, because you had to throw that in there. But
you and Audrey were mentioned by Renee. Renee said, Jody and Renee know the truth, and they won't stand up for it.
Oh, I thought it was Ernie. Oh, was it her?
Yeah, Ernie. Who did I say said it?
Renee. I can't remember. Maybe it was. I just don't remember.
Yeah. See, we acted on a military thing. See, we was joint operations.
You was joint operations with the military. Oh, for fuck's sake!
And he trained Secret Service.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that and send it to John.
World Traveler.
Ernie isn't taken off the website. I told John, I said, well, if you guys want to be taken serious, for one, you need to get Ernie off there on the website, because he's just a joke, and everybody knows he's a joke. And
working with Elon Musk.
Yeah, I don't think he really, understood, what Ernie was doing. But now he'll hear that Ernie saying that they were working in joint contact with the military. Maybe he'll do something about it. He said it's up to Chris, though. So, and I don't think Chris really cares about it either way. I haven't seen him do shit for a long time.
With the chief of joint operations in the military. So we was part military doing that with the Save Our Children Act.
You were not.
Donald
Part
Trump
military.
is the one.
Donald Trump has nothing to do with that.
Yeah. I guess, what's he saying about Trump?
Save Our Children Act. Donald Trump is the one who recognized all that. That's why when Florida
Recognized?
governor got
Yeah, recognized, but yeah, you get no plaque, you get no award ceremony, you get no verification, no credibility from Trump.
Donald Trump recognized it.
Oh my God.
That's a good one.
Renee.
Oh my gosh.
Renee.
Military.
Yeah, military.
hold of it, he automatically made it in. He had his people change it just a little bit and made it into law.
He did not. That is some shit.
Shit.
Show me the law. Renee, surely you're smart enough to say, show me the law.
Yes.
That's why a lot of the other Republican states follow.
Yes.
Florida,
If it's the law, you don't have to follow. The law is the law, dipshit.
if you notice during this time, listen to me. This is very, very important.
Yes.
Very important. Grady Judd.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Look at the time. Look.
I have a Grady Judd playlist.
Grady Judd has
Grady
nothing.
Judd.
No affiliation with you, bro.
Right.
Look at when he started busting pedophiles.
I've got that part in there where Angie, Alicia says, she told Jimbo, the only thing I ever said about Grady Judd was he used to go to my church and I talked to him one time about my foundation. She said, I never said that I worked with Grady Judd, and we never did work with Grady Judd. Yeah, it was Alicia's term. But he heard Alicia knew Grady Judd and he started a bunch of rumors and bullshit.
Yeah, because he takes little bits of stories and things he hears and creates stuff.
Mm-hmm.
2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, all the way to now, right?
So why'd you stop, Ernie?
Correct.
Who was president?
Yep.
Oh, that's
we
why.
pushed those bills for all that to happen to pass. And Florida was one of the biggest states that picked it up. Tennessee picked it up too. Kentucky has not picked it up. Kentucky did pick it up. But a lot of the, I'm trying to think, a lot of the South states, other states, Georgia, places like that, picked it up.
I cannot verify one state that picked it up.
Nope.
South Carolina picked it up. West Virginia picked it up. You know, all the main southern states pretty much picked it up. Alabama picked it up. Arizona picked it up. I mean, there's a lot of states that picked it up. I think we have like 35 states that picked it up.
Nope.
That's a big, that's a big variable right there. It's a big, huge percentage.
Yeah, that's big.
In your mind.
Wow.
Wow, Ernie. Every time he says that.
Now, when anytime you log in on any kind of computer, phone, cell phone, it don't matter if it's Apple, it don't matter if it's what computer, it don't matter if it's Mac computer, what it is. When you go to any kind of adult site, it automatically asks your age, and when you click that, it confirms it, and then it has your IP address, everything. If you ever look at child porn or anything like that, it automatically hits. There's a hit on it. That's why so many people get busted and stuff. That's why they have so many raids now. Night One Watch was real big. I'm telling you, there's Night One, Watchdog, and they was like the decoys and stuff, or Grady Judd and stuff. So, if you look at the time he started, when he made his big name, was in 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. When we passed all that, when the combat human trafficking got passed by Donald Trump, but everything has to do with the SOCA Act, and the Save Our Children Act. Save Our Children.
Gossip, a lot of people ask that, and he might be, but the thing with the insanity plea, you got to know right from wrong, and he knows right from wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When he ran, he knew he was wrong, and he knows right from wrong. Plus, when you're insane, they just stick you in the nut hut until you get sane, then you come back to court. So
they'll rehabilitate.
Yeah.
Just like Lori Vallow, like I like to point out, because she was batshit crazy, and they just rehabilitated her and took time to get her, where they thought she was okay, and then they brought her back for trial.
Airborne Vet said Ernie wrote the Constitution. He sure did, and Renee signed it.
Ernie, is there anybody you can reach to that knows all of this. But
yeah, you would think that if a
You
big
would.
time guy like Ernie, he could get Trump or Trump Jr. to come testify in court, right?
Why is Trump not helping if he helped him? And also, where's his buddy Captain Howard? And why is Captain Howard never mentioned in any of these calls? That's
Right. And
weird.
where's Lisa or what are they, Bernie and Allie, or what is it? Something in Allie.
Brian and Allie, they work for
Brian
me,
and
but
Allie.
yeah, Brian and Allie work for me. If they're around, please give me a shout out. Come in the chat. We miss
Yeah,
you.
we need you to we need you to go testify for Ernie.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Freighter's was Ernie's commander in the Civil War. Hello.
Yep, he crossed the Delaware too.
But all these names, and he doesn't all these phone calls, and he doesn't even mention his partner,
Right.
Captain Howard. That's weird.
And Renee doesn't there should have been a red flag for you, Renee, when he's saying all this shit and you say, Ernie, isn't there anybody that can stand up for you? Let's see what he says.
help.
Crickets.
I've already done it. I mean, the military record and stuff is gonna tell you everything. I mean, I've got 6 pages here.
Oh, you do not.
That's your resume.
He said he couldn't have paper. Remember, he said it was all E done because he couldn't have paper. Now it's in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot. That's a lot for the time I spent in the military, what I'm doing.
So he's saying he was in this military from 98 to at least 2021.
Right.
You should have a pension, Ernie, right? Shouldn't you be getting a monthly check?
I mean, shit, you'd think he went to Afghanistan, Siberia.
Right.
I mean, probably Sweden. They go there too.
But they pay the military guys every month. So there was no reason for him to grift on YouTube. He was getting military pay.
All
and
those
with all
years,
the special assignments, yeah.
Secret forces.
Yep.
All those confirmed kills, and you get nothing.
Right.
Where's your pension, bro?
Yeah, where's your pension, bro?
First term, I got 16 and a half months.
Can't even go to baby gap loan.
And then I've got 2.5 years inactive. And then I've got one year completed.
Why was you inactive?
2.5 years inactive?
Yeah. And you just rejoined again?
Because you weren't in it. That doesn't mean you can call it inactive just because you weren't there. Then I'm inactive because I'm not there. Same thing.
Yeah. I wish Angelo was here. Angelo, do you go inactive? Can you go inactive off and on?
That's the equivalent of you, Constance. You're inactive because we're not there.
Yeah, I'm inactive.
I mean, yeah, we're inactive.
Mission.
Mission.
So that's a lot for somebody.
Yeah, not you.
Oh, yeah.
I've been Sweden. I've been to Australia. I've been to places.
Sweden,
like
Australia, Amsterdam. I didn't even hear these ones.
I got neat, nice, and clean. I got a letter. I got all that. I got everything.
Sure.
There ain't nobody else in the court that day going to have anything like this.
And you won't either.
No. They interfered with your case in Kentucky. They damn.
No, they was served to me. A sheriff's officer served them to me. He had to read them over and show him what it was. So he had to read it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Tears was coming out of his eyes when he was reading it.
Sure he was. Sure he was.
Yeah, mine. I did too.
Oh my God. That should be my next poll. Who believes that the military man that delivered Ernie's papers, 1, delivered the papers, or 2, cried as he delivered the papers, and then Renee cried too? Oh my God, Renee. How embarrassing.
He was reading to me everything I've done. These tears coming out of his eyes. He looked at me and he said, I want to thank you for your service. He said,
See,
what service?
He should be slapped upside the head right there for that line.
What service did he cry for?
Right.
He started talking about the thing. And the whole booking committee, the whole COs and everything that was behind in the big booking agency, they all
the O's and everything.
Oh my God. The whole booking people and everybody was crying. Everybody was crying at Ernie's service.
Thank you, Ernie, for your 56 days of not showing up.
Oh, you poor thing. Yes. Did they stand up and salute you, Ernie?
I told him.
Wow.
I mean, I want to get on there a lot.
You know what they say? Everything happens for a reason, and there is good things coming out of you being there.
Really?
Yes, more stories than ever.
Yeah.
That's huge. Ernie, you're so much stronger than what you give you credit for. I don't even know why you're still half sane. I don't.
He ain't.
Because he's not.
I don't.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Oh, yeah. He probably does go to the library a lot and get stories.
That's an idea, I bet.
Do they have a library?
I bet all jails do. I think they do. When I was in jail for that weekend, that they brought the library card around or something, like a little book thing. But that was the
Nonsense,
weekend.
you criminal.
I know. A whole weekend I just been in there. It sucked. I never want to go. It sucks. But I just sleep. I don't smoke. And the food was better than I cook.
Did you get any chicken sandwiches?
No, but I knew the trustee that was on duty, and I said, "Can I have some more Kool-Aid?" Meaning just a cup of Kool-Aid. And he brings me this whole big, huge industrial sack of sugared Kool-Aid where he just mixes with water. I was like, "Dude, I'm only in here for the weekend. Get that out of here. I'll get more time for contraband that I came in to start with."
Damn, you guys got Kool-Aid in there?
Kool-Aid and popcorn on Saturday night. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got to watch movies. Yeah, it was the shit. And like I said, I think the worst thing about being in jail for people is you smoke. And since I don't
probably.
smoke, it was nothing. I just slept and ate and
did your time.
Did my time.
Please hold.
This
is a prepaid call from
Ernie.
An inmate.
Now we're told that Angel Eyes has come around and seen the light, and she no longer supports Ernie. So nobody gives too much shit. Yeah.
The Madison County Detention Center. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $29.
These calls have got like 4 people free.
8 cents.
Yeah.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Thank you for recording.
Hey, buddy.
You doing?
How you doing?
Doing okay. We've got trees down and flooding and power outages and everything.
Lord mercy. Sounds
I know. Wind's blowing bad. Doing okay. You're doing all right. How about you?
Making it. I guess.
Yeah.
That's all I can do here. Learning more and more.
I'm getting so big.
Hold of Bandit.
I'm up to 205 pounds.
Let me, I've got his number for you. Yeah. He said he was, let me see. Hold on just a second. Let me get it.
My arms are 28 inches.
So, I got all my military records back.
Oh, okay.
Non-existent ones.
Sheriff's office brought them to me in booking.
Judge Grady sent them.
It's an email. It's an official document email from the government. I got to set up, or they wouldn't let me have the papers because I'm not allowed to have the papers actually. It's through an email, but they let me read the email. I got to copy everything down. They copied everything down.
Sure.
Yeah, he told her it was in an email. He couldn't have papers. He just told Renee he had his papers right in front of him. Lion tiger.
So they can't have paper anymore? Like no paper at all?
That's what he said, but I was always told you could have paper like it was from your lawyer. And they get their letters from jail, so you get letters, you just have to keep them nicely put away. You can't have them all strung up, all everywhere. But
I think it depends.
At least, I think you'd have papers from your lawyer.
I think you can have like so you can have legal pads. You know, I've learned that from like the Diddy stuff. You can have you
Uh-huh.
probably can have the notebooks that come from them, so they know they're not drugs and stuff. But to the best of my knowledge, a lot of jails have adapted this new system where when you get mail, they'll take the letter that you sent to somebody and they scan it in so they can read the letter through their tablet. And the reason
Oh,
is a lot of the I don't know, I think gone are the days where they can hang on to letters. I mean, maybe not all jails, but they might get to that point because a lot of people were putting like acid and drugs on the paper,
yeah.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, and that will just eliminate that whole contraband.
Yep.
But
And they
maybe
can't
not
set
all
it to
jails.
fire,
True.
so might
And I've
be
heard some of them make cigarettes. I've heard that they take the paper, right? Like the tissues and stuff or paper, and they'll roll
from the
up the cigarette.
Bible.
Yep, any paper that comes in, and they will.
Yes.
And I've heard. I asked somebody, well, how the frig did you light that in there? So what they do is they take it and hold it up to the outlet where you plug stuff in, like your
Uh-huh.
TV and stuff, and it creates a spark, and that's how they can smoke. And I'm like,
Oh,
damn, that's pretty clever.
yeah.
They
I was
find a
thinking about
way.
that, and
Yep.
I heard that the girls were using the tampon wrappers for rolling a joint.
Oh.
Ugh. Yep, I really wouldn't. I guess I think if I was addicted to nicotine, because nicotine and heroin, I mean, your body craves it. Like when you
Mhm.
quit, your body's like, your body craves it. Weed, I don't think does it
Yep.
like that. You just want to get high, but
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I'm not going to do more time in jail than I got time for doing.
And then for the women that need makeup, what they do is they take the magazines and
Uh-huh.
they take Vaseline and rub it on. Like if there's a shiny magazine picture, let's say a
Uh-huh.
woman with lipstick, they'll take the Vaseline and rub it onto the photo to get the ink off, and it gets into the Vaseline, and then they can paint their lips with it. So all the different colors can become
Oh,
eyeshadow. If there's a pretty blue ocean picture in a magazine, then they can take the blue with the Vaseline and make some eyeshadow and shit. It's pretty clever. You have to use what you got, I guess.
Rand said a staff member just died at a prison near her for exposure to fentanyl.
Yep, it's crazy shit.
Mm. Sarah, Fizz Crank says that's
Tampons.
hard to jump.
Oh, all right. I didn't even know it has a name.
Hey,
I was
JW,
just,
right.
I was just like, wow. I'd be afraid of getting shocked or something.
Yep. But you know what's funny? You know that show 60 Days In? Do you see how some of them people caved? Ernie would be already done by now. So Ernie should have signed up for that.
No, I've never heard of that, but I've been like really watching a lot of those body cam videos. I find those interesting.
Uh-huh. I do the Walmart shoplifters is what I've been watching.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I love that.
Yeah. Yep, that's where I've been watching.
I'm impressed with what they give you credit for.
Yeah.
So they go into my
Good.
lawyer, which is a judge. But I'm telling you, when the trooper had to read them off to me, right?
Yep, hair
He had to
color.
read it in order for me to understand it because that's what they have to do to make sure you understand before you sign, right?
Yeah.
As he was reading what I got credit for, tears come out of his eyes and everything. He said, he looked at me and said, "I want to thank you for your service." He said, "Wow." He said, "This is pretty damn impressive." But they copied it for me. I've got it on my paper here. And look, let me show you what I got credit for. I got in 98, 99, I was 11 Bravo Infantry, NG, 2000, 11 Bravo Infantry, Iraq 2001, 11 Officer Entry, 11 months. And then I got Desert Storm. I got 19 confirmed kills, specialist in 2002 on a demolition 7780. And I was on the ETHE Austria. I've been to ETHE in Sweden 3 months. Got 3 months D2 3 months contract. And then I've got 64. The training I've got a 64 days. This is what's marked out. They don't show you 64 days of hell captivity training, guerrilla warfare, raiding tactics, close range fighting, HCHKT, militant operations, and Ranger Chronicles. That's what they give me. That's pretty.
Wow. Yeah, it is.
From the military, it's got the sealed everything. It's unsealed. I mean, it's unsealed. It's got documents, got the damn military seal on it. Everything is already given by lawyer, and it's going to the judge.
That's great.
It's awesome. It made me cry sitting remembering shit.
I bet. I'm glad you got all that.
Yeah, when Bell was on the phone and I was reading it to her, and she said,
Mm-hmm.
"No wonder you kept quiet. You laugh at Angelo." When he would say stupid shit. I was like, yeah, 'cause I knew he was lying. I knew he was wrong.
Yeah.
I knew he was
Yeah. Well, he's full of crap.
And where you said that red seal, the red seal means that you have to go and pick it up. That ain't what the red seal means.
No, he don't know.
He didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Yeah. No, he don't.
That red seal means that I was in a hazardous combat. So that's what that means. That's why it's red.
Yeah.
Means I got paid. Means I got my when I got my paycheck, it was on hazard combat. I got extra pay for being in hazardous combat. What the red seal is, they got nothing about going and picking it up myself. He's stupid. He's an idiot.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But
he didn't know what he was talking about.
But when they see that 19 confirmed kills, it makes people fucking open their eyes quick.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's sitting here, and when the officer was reading it to me, you could the COs was in the background, and they were listening to him read it. Every one of them, you could hear the pin. You could have heard a pin drop in that room, and everybody's jaws.
Oh wow.
It was wild. It was pretty. It's like being a movie. I told Renee, I said, you know, I always say, you know, remember it's all a movie.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what I mean? I say that for? And she said, no, I always wondered that. And I said, the reason why I say that is because if you watch these movies and stuff,
I dropped the links in the chat for you, Sally. Those
people who
Walmart
are real and really done things and stuff, people treat them awful, and they're the ones that get in trouble for no reason. And
probably so,
like
yes.
movies. If you look at the movies, they're in jail or something for something they didn't do, but they ended up making the best out of it and proving at the end that they are real, pretty much, right? And that's just what this is. That's why I say it's like a movie.
Ernie was born in 79, right? He's 43 now, I think, Renee. I mean, Michelle. His birthday's the New Year's Eve.
His birthday is December 31st, and he's 44, soon to be 45. Soon to be 45, to the best of my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's what I think too.
Because I couldn't believe so many people believe Jimbo was dead. You see, I did all this right here is before I even met Jimbo. Before I even met him. I didn't met Jimbo in 2002, 2003. Hell, I was in 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. You know, he didn't know me then.
So he didn't know either.
It's just like, have you got a phone where you can go to the internet right now?
No, just the one I'm talking on. See, our power's out.
When you get time today, do you remember Mr. Rogers?
No, which one?
Neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
You see what he was, right? Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Was a kid person on TV, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna call you back after a while. I'm gonna give you a little homework to do. I want you to Google Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Who was Mr. Rogers? And what did Mr. Rogers do?
Somebody said they Googled it and it came back to nothing. Like it wasn't nothing, impressive. So
I have not heard the Mr. Rogers stuff. I'm like, what is he trying to? What is the whole thing with Mr. Rogers?
I don't know. I guess he probably thinks he was some secret agent or some shit. I don't know.
Come on, I used to love Mr. Rogers with Lady Elaine and those puppets and shit and the train. And come on now, they made a movie too.
The train was my favorite.
I think Tom Hanks played Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can Wikipedia or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I bet you're surprised.
I probably will be.
I bet you get surprised.
I bet.
Surprised about?
You get surprised.
I'm sure I will be.
I want you to look at Mr. Rogers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Who was Mr. Rogers? Stuff like that.
Okay.
Make sure you
Yeah,
go
he
back
could start a
before he was
reality
Mr.
show.
Rogers, okay?
Okay.
Who was Mr. Rogers before Mr. Rogers?
Yeah. They said that.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you out a while. That's your test for today. That's your homework.
Okay. They said our power wouldn't be back on till Sunday, so.
Right.
Oh,
So I found out how much money it cost me to watch 2 movies.
How much?
Dry bag. Dry bag.
$13 to watch 2 movies.
My goodness.
Right.
Yep. You get
That's
180
ridiculous.
minutes. You get 180 minutes for $12.99. After tax, it's $13.80 something. They start tax and shit. But
Good Lord.
Do you get to keep the movies in your
That's
downloads?
expensive.
and it's not even new movies.
Oh, yeah.
It's movies like been out 15 years, 20 years,
Monkey
2007, 2008.
Yeah. They're not new.
Nothing new at all.
That's crazy. Money racket.
I know. So
You're
what
in
I'm gonna do
jail.
now is,
At least you get to watch something.
I'm gonna
You're supposed to be punished. You're punished right now.
I'm gonna make you a video with that.
Oh, Amelia Bedelia was the
I
shit.
love Amelia Bedelia too.
Me too. That was the shit.
And then I'm gonna
Yeah.
my
And
real
Ramona
records
Quimby.
and stuff. I'm gonna
You
put
Clifford
them
the
on
Big
my
Red
video,
Dog?
my intro video and stuff. For people, and people judge me for somebody I was not.
Oh, I know they did. Yeah.
But the whole time.
Right,
The whole
JW.
time.
I know it.
Hopefully, I get out October 3rd.
Nope.
If I'm having a hard
How'd that go?
right now, please forgive me. It's something I did not do. But
Sure.
if it's going to be off my record, and it's never going to show on
Sure
my
it is.
record, and they do drop these,
That's what you think.
the bail jumping charge after all this documentation I got being in the hospital and stuff, then
Yeah.
I don't care to do that because I can live my life in and don't have to worry about wanting stuff. Don't have to worry about looking over my shoulder.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can get my driver's license, go back and get all that.
Yeah.
All it is expired. I got these.
I think it was.
I can go get my license and work with that. Get back on my feet. I can get any job I want still. And,
Nope.
I miss that. I miss that so much.
I'd say you do.
$1,000, you know, leaving things, losing thousands every time I have to leave. I'm done with that. I get to have my life. I get to have everything.
Well, that'll be great. That would be great.
I mean, it will be. It's going to be amazing for me. I mean, especially me. I mean, look at all I've been through. I mean, God Almighty.
I know. Terrible.
I just don't feel worried about somebody being strong. Nothing does.
Wow.
Nothing. Okay, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Doing my best to, you know, stay afloat. Right now, staying for what I can do. And 6 more days, gonna tell the story, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
Those poor inmates that have to listen to his stories.
I know that. Yeah.
I mean, even if I needed witnesses and stuff, I could pull witnesses for people to see how they done me on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Witness.
Not how it works.
What's going on YouTube
Well,
now? Anything?
How many people have you antagonized on
about
YouTube?
the same. You know how it is.
Well, I'm gonna call. Bandit ain't live right now, is he?
No, he wasn't.
Okay, good deal.
Or just show up to court, man.
I hope he don't put me on. Nothing stupid. I'll be like,
No. if you tell him not to, he won't.
Yeah, I can't be on YouTube, but
Yeah.
Amen,
Don't take that
JW.
chance.
I know. Well, I'm gonna try to save us some time and everything, Wanda. I appreciate everything you've done. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem at all.
I don't know. I want you to know you're a real true friend. And,
You have 1 minute remaining.
you know,
Say
I hate
what?
when it says that. You have 1 minute remaining.
I know.
I'm
I
so
know.
glad it
It's
irritates
terrible.
him.
I hate
But basically, just take care of yourself and, do what you can do.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
Be safe, and I'll call you again. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yeah, I appreciate anything. Anything you do for me, I appreciate it. You know that.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
And, if you do put any money on or anything, put it on
That
the
was a
phone,
hint.
okay? So
That
I
was
can
a
call.
dry bag.
Okay. Okay, I will.
I'm watching enough old movies.
Exactly. Rumor has it. That's what it's about.
Okay, you too.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
That's why he went on about the movie cost in the beginning.
You're
That was a
right.
hint. And that's why he just dropped the hint again at the
Accept
end of the
this free
call.
call. Press 0. This call.
He has to tell these tales of woe because he doesn't
Mhm.
have the trolls. You know, usually the trolls come in and make fun of Ernie, and then everybody feels sorry for Ernie. Well, there's no
Yeah.
trolls now, so he's got to tell his tales of woe.
That's the formula. The formula.
Absolutely. Gypsy thought she had the formula figured out, but nope, that's not it.
Well, he put the formula out there and got it in her mind, I think.
Yeah.
But that's his formula. There's no the formula. There's no one formula for
Right.
all. That's his own personal formula.
Yep. And if you want to be a liar like that, then it sure can work.
Yeah.
Call is from a correction facility and is
Formula
subject to
tells the
monitoring and
formula.
recording.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've got a few things I got going on in the beginning of the week, but hopefully I get to see a lawyer and stuff and get things taken care
Formula.
of. Hopefully, anyways.
Yeah.
I had a strange visitor last night.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
The Department of Homeland came here last night.
No way.
Yeah. That's why I didn't get to call you back late last night and talk to you. I was up in Booking, up toward on their where they do their interrogating stuff like that. That's where I was at. Probably about 2.5 hours.
Ernie, what in the actual
They concluded, well, they said, even though they already told me that nothing could come of what that dumbass said and what everything else. But Angelo, I guess, Angelo's got a big stir up and everything that I'm a human trafficker and then I'm doing this and that. And I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But they pulled the records from when they came and seen me in Newport in 2021.
Wait a minute. I thought you were in the Army in 2021.
Yeah, you were in like Siberia or Sweden.
Yeah.
I forget. You're so like well traveled that I forget where you were when, but you definitely were somewhere in 2021 and 2022. He was on his secret missions. That's why I wanted to graph and write down all the times that we were talking about to see when they compared it. Like then we can have the chart for when we get to calls like this.
My way from Louisiana and stuff.
Yeah.
I had all that. And they're like,
thank
who
you.
are these? I mean, they pretty much asked me, who are these people that's doing this and stuff? And I'm like, well, I don't know them. I've never met him. I don't know who they are. I don't know why.
Can you pause that for 1 second?
But Angelo,
I wanted to say thank you for that gift that somebody just sent me because I'm very much appreciative of that, and I just want to say that.
You're welcome. I mean, you know what I mean? I know they say you're welcome, not me. I didn't send it.
I just don't like to say some of the names if I don't know who it is. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, there it is. I appreciate that. That was very nice.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. There's the correct you're welcome.
Sometimes I don't know when it's the name, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the name versus the name, you know what I mean? So I just usually just say thank you because I don't want to say their name.
And here's the proof that he said he was going to burn Brooks at the stake.
Oh, is it on here?
Yeah, it's she put it on the graphic.
Okay, I'm not watching the graphic, so now I'll change it.
Yep. He said, crime lines and lies, I'll burn you to the stake if you don't drop it. Call my bluff.
I dare you.
And Angelo put that in the report.
I mean, that's his own words.
Yep. Yep. So he said, call my bluff, I dare you.
I think he forgets what he's saying sometimes. You know, when he goes into those really angry rages, when he gets real ugly to people.
Mm-hmm. And he could get ugly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'll never forget certain things, like the thing he said to Jody. You know, when he gets in that mean state, he says things that I truly don't even know if he knows what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Wishes people that they, you know, disappear.
Uh-huh.
Just so mean.
Yep.
So Angelo said that I was actually going to burn somebody.
There's the Angelo mention. Every call.
Oh, that was over when you were going to expose Brooks. That's like a figure of speech on your title.
I don't remember that. Well, I mean, what was that?
Well, you shouldn't threaten a lady. Stop threatening women.
Brooks.
Brooks. Who's Brooks?
Brooks. Crime Lines and Lies.
Brooks.
You were gonna dox her. And your title was just a figure of speech.
Oh, crime lies and a lot more lies. The one I told you.
Oh, he does dox people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that fucking freaked me out. I mean,
Angela's working with Russia.
that was
exactly,
your title.
Michelle.
You took it and turned it into that you were literally going to, you know. But it's okay that Angelo has threatened all your subscribers and supporters, right?
Yeah, I know about all that. I know he's done that. He's got to go down. Something's so bad with him. Something. Even they said last night. Even they was like, I mean, you know, they have all my records and everything, and they was like, well, you're not this guy that they're portraying you to be.
Sure, they did.
See that. But
sure they
we
did.
have to take every case, you know, professional and do this and that. I'm like, I understand that.
Well, if they see it, if they see it, why do they keep coming back?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
because he's lying.
After I got finished, the captain told me, he said, you know, this is going to help in your court case. And I was like, how? He's like, they're going to see how many times they called the Department of Homeland, you know, in the alphabet on you pretty much, and you passed every time. I mean, you done what you've done. I was like, yeah, I guess. And he said, that can't go against you. He said, it shows that they're stalking you. It shows that they're, you know, they're after you. They called this goddamn jail I don't know how many times.
No, they haven't. Brad out.
Over and over.
We know you're lying because you said Constance called and she never did.
Not once. Nope.
Never. I've seen one person call and it was a prank call, kind of. It was
and they did like it.
Yeah. And they were even kind of snickering about him on that call, from what I remember. That's the only person I've ever seen do a video call, you know, like call and record it.
Brad called it. Frank called it. Fucking Nicolina's called it. Constance Sue's called it.
Nope.
Lies.
Bird has called. There's a ton of fucking people that have called.
If any of those people called, just to say real quick, I believe all the people he named, I believe they would just admit it. And I don't recall seeing any clips.
Would you call and say, this is Constance Sue? Or, hey, this is Bird?
I know. Like, I just believe, like, both of them, the other people mentioned, I think they would just come out and say they did. With no problem.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, in a heartbeat, I would. Yeah.
Somebody asked when it was recorded. Can you see it? Can you see it on the, it's usually in the, at least says what month it's in.
These call late September 2024. Can you see that on the StreamYard? What I
Let me see.
highlighted?
I have to zoom in. Let me see.
Right there.
Yeah, September. Yep. Somebody in the
Yep.
chat asked. Okay.
Oops.
Records show that. I mean, you know, Jay told me, he said, look, he said, we've had so many damn phone calls. He said, you know, it's hard to even get through the jail because people calling.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
you're
Did
so
he just
important.
say Jay? Did he
He's had
just
so
say
many
Jay?
calls. I thought he said, wait, rewind it a
Calling,
little again, actually.
Ain't that wall?
Right.
Oh, I went forward.
Today, he said they call 2 or 3 people calling. And he said all the time, every day, he said they call 2 or 3 times people. They're after you. They called this goddamn jail, I don't know how many times. Over and over and over. Brad called it, Frank called it, fucking Nicolina's called it, Costa Seuss called it, Bird called. There's a ton of fucking people that have called it. I mean, even the records show that. I mean, you know, Jay told me, he said, look.
See, he said Jay told me, and there was a J on that Mr. Howdy.
Okay, I didn't notice
I mean,
that
Mr.
part
Howard.
before. I thought he said they, not Jay.
Yep, no, he said Jay.
You're right.
He had so many damn phone calls. He said, you know, it's hard to even get through the jail because people calling. And he said all the
You
time.
can't get through the jail because so many people are calling about Ernie. You wish. That actually is something that he would like. It would make him feel like a star. That's what he wants, everyone to talk about him.
I wish I could find the video where Brad called the jail and Brad says, hey, do you guys have a lot of people calling up there because of the lightning tiger? And he says, no, not really.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yep. So shut it, Ernie.
Lies.
Every day.
You
They
wish.
call 2 or 3 times a day about you.
Bullshit.
It ain't my family. It ain't nobody I even know. I've never met them. Ain't that wild?
Ain't that wild?
Did you tell them how this all started and Angelo talking? Did you tell them that?
I told them. I spent 2.5 hours with them last night. I'll tell you how bad it was. They brought in the files from the Secret Service that they had. They
files
from them and got redacted from them and everything. We got that and brought in all that. And they was like, do you plan on going to this place, this area, that area? And I'm like, not really. What are you going to do if you like if you get out? I mean, where are you going? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Do you have a stable? I mean, you know, I'm like, look, I'm not being free. And I told him myself, I've not been free in almost 4 years. I said,
oh, bullshit. It's been a year and a half since you missed court. Yeah. You've been on YouTube 3 years. It was a year and a half since you missed court. You haven't had a home for 4 years because you're a couch surfer.
A total couch surfer. You haven't had to pay rent, a bill.
Right. Nothing.
Except maybe StreamYard and other people probably paid it realistically.
They sure did.
I just want to live my life and continue in doing what I need to do. And they was like, wow. I mean, they was surprised. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it turned out to be really, really good for me, but it shocked me that all that, you know, can get through to that higher of an agent, you know, and be able to look into stuff like that, which I understand now because the things are Trump.
Because Angelo made a very professional report.
And you threaten people, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It probably made him feel important. He probably liked it. He has a bragging story now.
Yeah.
Like, I understand it, but, you know.
I think it really helped PTSD and everything. I think it truly did help. There's been at least 4 people, 3 to 4 people, I'll say, how about that have kind of woken.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that's
well,
good.
And even Charlie, you know.
Yeah, I was counting him too, I think, in that. Mm-hmm. That was a surprising one. He didn't like the fake military stuff in those stories, and you can't blame him.
Right. Ernie captured bin Laden.
Yeah.
He alluded to that about Hussein earlier. Mm-hmm.
They're dangerous.
I'm not thinking. I mean, am I capable of doing it? Yes, I am. But would I ever do anything like that? No, I would not.
No.
That's not my oath I took. That's not me.
You never took an oath.
Not me.
Listen, though, Ernie. You say you trust me.
Do what?
You say you trust me, right?
I trust you, yes.
Okay. For your integrity and the safety of your case, your channel. Can you hear me?
Let me call you back on the phone, okay, so I can hear you. This tablet's burning my head off. Let me call you back.
All right.
Okay, I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
And that's all of those. Poor Lion Tiger.
Was there another one? Oh, we've been here a while. I don't mind. It's up to you. Or you can start one.
I've got to get busy and shampoo my other carpet.
All right, then.
Yeah, I told Ted that I'd be off here at an hour. I thought I'd be here longer, but
it goes by fast.
Yeah, he went to his friend's house while I was doing it, so and he ain't back yet, so he knows I yap. But thank you for being here with me for it.
Fun as always.
And maybe we do the next one on your channel. Do something.
Sure. Why not? I guess I better get to work too.
Whenever you're ready.
Christmas is kind of like sneaking up fast.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I mean. When we lived in the other house, we had all hardwood floors and they were dark, and you could still see the dog hair from just one Rottweiler. Because I don't know if the rest don't shed, but you can see that black hair everywhere on the hardwood floors. And I just run a Swiffer over it, and swoop it up. This house has cream color carpet all throughout the house, and with with the Rottweiler's black hair. Oh my God, it's everywhere all the time. So I thank God I got a shark vacuum.
Cream carpet. Oh, I wish I had one of those. The wash ones. There's one that does like the rugs and stuff and the floor. What the hell is that one called? The shark? I can't remember. But I saw the commercial.
I just bought a shark carpet shampooer.
Yeah, and they have like the ones with the spinny circles.
Yep.
I need that in my life
for this house because now anytime anything, I was like ketchup. I dropped my plate the other night, got ketchup. Oh my God, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, it's ketchup.
I just need to say one thing. Your Cash App is in the pinned comment, right? Somebody was asking.
Yeah, it's in the pinned comment.
I should know it by heart. I don't know why I can't think of it.
$$ Connie KR.
Connie KR, that's right.
Yep. It always gets me confused because sometimes I put Connie KR 68 and then sometimes I just put Connie KR. But yeah, it's Connie KR. You're welcome, Fizz. And
thank you again, everyone. Time flies when you're having fun.
Thank you, monkey ass. Yeah, it does. I can see how people do 8-hour lives.
Sometimes it does go by. There's been marathons
I did that one
before.
12-hour live just because that young girl asked me to. She's like, 12? Can you stay on? Yeah, 12 hours I did.
Holy shit, Constance.
She was going through a breakup, and she emailed me, and she said she was going through a breakup, and she just wanted to listen to somebody, and nobody was live, so she said, can I stay live? Thank you, Fizzbank, for being a member for 16 months. And she said, can you just stay live? You don't have to talk to me or talk about me. Can you just, stay live so I have someone to listen to? I was like, sure. At 8 hours, I was like, is there anybody else that can go live? And nobody. Thank you.
Wow, that was nice of you.
Yeah. She said she was all alone. Her boyfriend broke up, and she was waiting for her family to come from out of state to pick her up. And she was all alone in an apartment, just nothing there, just sitting there. And she was waiting for her, I don't know who was her mom and dad. She just said her family was coming to pick her up. She wanted to see if I would, peroxide, does that work? Peroxide. I love a rainbow. I've had 2 rainbows, and I gave them away when I got hardwood floors. When I was living in the Oh, it's back in the day. I remember when I was first married back in 87, 88, the salesman came to the house, and my God, it deodorized your air. It was the one with the water in it. It took out
is it one of those water vacuums? I see those on Amazon. I was like, what the hell is this contraption? I wonder.
it would suck your bed mattress down to almost flat, to suck all the dirt out of it. You could do your pillows. You could put eucalyptus oil in it, and you use it a humidifier or a humidifier in your house. What else did it do? It had every gadget extension on it that you could do the windows. You could do everything with this damn thing, but they were so bulky.
I've never heard of that. I've heard of Kirby.
I've heard of Kirby Rainbow vacuum.
Rainbow. What is that?
And they were like really expensive back in the day.
Back in the day when there used to be door-to-door salesmen.
Yep, he sure did. And when he came, I was just married. I was only 19, and we couldn't afford a can of soup, let alone a Rainbow vacuum, And he wanted my husband to trade his truck for it. He had an old pickup, and he's like, "Well, we'll take that pickup." I'm like, "Yes." So my husband's like, "Hell no, I won't
give
trade
him the truck. I want the vacuum."
It was a '58 Ford pickup, but yours is wooden style. Yep, same thing. Yep. And you could even use them on hardwood floors too if you got the right attachment. You got the spongy attachment to go over your floor. But yeah, the two ladies I gave to could do a lot more than I did. But I better get off here before I fall asleep and don't do anything the rest of the whole day, because it's almost time for dinner and then a nap anyway, right?
True. But I should say, in closing, not to make it negative or anything, that the person that left a negative comment on this live, I'm not even going to say your name, you know who you are, before we even started, I have never done anything to you. You've continually tried to pick on me for 2 years and interfere in relationships even, and I don't even talk to you, don't mention you, your name's not on my channel, so I don't know what the hell your problem is with me. But once again, if it makes you feel good to do that to me, that's cool, because it sounded like projection to me. And what you described sounds like yourself, actually. So why don't you think about that and reflect a little, because that sounded exactly like you. Because you're not even ever mentioned in my mind, and you act like you're friends with Constance, and you wanted to come watch Constance when all you do is talk shit about her. You've done it to both of us. We don't even mention you. So there.
Yep. And I have Sarah react with me because I like Sarah's reactions. Yeah.
And I like Constance, and we like laughing.
Yeah, and laughing is what it's about. Not really the video, We're not. If we want to play the video, we can just play the video and not say nothing. It's about laughing at the video, and when they're so laughable,
have fun.
Yeah,
we have fun and we don't argue with each other. But that sounded like total projection, so that was very weird. Why don't you just I don't know why you even mention us. For 2 years you've been doing it. Does it make you feel big man?
Yep. She didn't say the name yet, Kels. She didn't say the name.
I ain't even going to say your name. I don't talk about you. You're the one that's done it to me for 2 fucking years for whatever reason. You interfered in my relationships and my friendships. I'm already gone and away from the channel, so I don't know why you have to keep talking about me every now and then. It's really weird.
And he acts like like you like me. All right.
I know that was really weird. As if you want to listen to Constance when you sat down. You sat down her and tore her apart for how long?
Yep. True story.
He knows who he is. He knows who he is.
Right.
Once again, not even going to say your name because I don't even talk about you.
That's what I told her, Peachy. It's like, fuck him.
But other people do.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's projection.
I was going to say I tried to watch him too, but I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I didn't.
But it's funny because the pick me thing is totally that person. That's why I said projection.
You're right.
Yeah, we get good feedback anyways, but I mean, it's good. There's going to be somebody. It's weird if you don't like the people to even go in and bother. You know what I mean? I just don't watch channels that aren't for me. That's what I do.
It's that easy. Yeah.
I know it really is, but.
Monk, yes, thank you very much. That's very much appreciated, and very much at this time of year is very
fucking awesome to all of you.
Yep. Yeah, and thank you for everybody that showed up and stayed and bought a membership and is just here for us both.
Thanks,
because we like doing it.
Yep, we'll keep doing it. We will keep doing it.
Yep.
And thanks again, Mom. And thank you, Bandit, for letting us play that too. And we did want to ask him questions, but we didn't get to. But it's all right. I don't think he's here anymore.
I forgot what the question was we even said.
We were going to ask him some things about his interviewing and what he thought about it and did he believe it and if that person came to him. But Peachy kind of gave us some of that from their interview with him. But I think he's left. I don't think he's listening anymore.
Well, thank you, everybody that says we're great together. Okay, well, I'm going to go.
All right.
Thank you for being here with me. Thank
Thanks
you,
again,
everybody, for being
everybody.
here.
All right. I'll
And
see you
we'll
later, Constance.
talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.